Hello and welcome everybody to tonight's game of Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Kevin Ryan and I'm going to be your dungeon master for the evening. Tonight we've got a very special and amazing episode. It is our 10th episode of Companions of Strength, an Odyssey in Theros. We are super excited to do this. Let me go ahead and bring in some of our other players. And here is everybody. We're still waiting on... Yeah, we're still waiting on Lane to be joining us late. And we're having some camera problems, so if you guys see some cameras going down, don't worry about it. We are fixing it. But yeah, we are super excited. I hope y'all enjoyed that recap video that we were playing during the intro. Our very own Max was working on that. So that's gonna be a thing that we're gonna be doing. From here on out, we're gonna be doing that little recap every episode. Maybe throw in some voiceovers and some cool videos in the future. Who knows? We're gonna have fun with it. It's just for those of y'all who know, hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
Purple bananas.
Woo! All right. Good thing I can mute my mic, right? All right.
Orange crooked.
I can't.
Yours look good, man.
Okay. I look at myself. I don't know if I'm an angle.
They're a little crooked.
Just
but
like jalapeno.
yeah. So yeah, and what that's going to be is that recap is always going to be from the perspective of Jalapeno as he's like writing the Odyssey of our journey. So just keep that in mind going into the future. But with that, we got a couple announcements to do. First announcement is make sure you guys check out the I Call Him book trilogy by our very own Scott W. Kimack. You guys can find that on Amazon and Barnes & Noble and all the other big bookstores. You can also find the ebook version on Amazon. Also, make sure you guys go check out the pre-order for the second book in the trilogy, The Angel of Death. Any news on when that's going to come out, full release? Or
That will be released May 6th.
May 6th.
Yeah.
So
But it's available for right now.
Yeah, so go ahead and go pre-order that now.
George R. Martin said something similar before. That's all I'm saying.
So yeah, go ahead and make sure you guys go get the pre-order. I know, Scott, you are in the middle of writing the third book already.
Yes, I am. Very excited.
Yep, you guys can go check out. He's been talking about it on a bunch of different podcasts and radio channels, all over the country and even across seas over in the UK. I believe they can check. Yeah, if you guys are friends with Scott on Facebook, or you can go find him on LinkedIn and all that stuff, then you guys can go listen to some of those podcasts and him talking about his book.
Thank you.
With that, does anyone have any other announcements or anything?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it pertains particularly to the audience we have, but Grito TV is now live. It's a streaming network that we developed down here in South Texas for local community filmmakers that we have, and try to get exposure for them.
Yeah, it's an app, right? They can find it on the app stores and stuff.
Yeah, if they go to any, if they have a Roku device or any Android tablet or phone, they just search in the store for Grito TV. That's Grito TV. And Roku, same thing. We don't have the iPhone out yet, but it should be out sometime this year. Awesome.
That's great. I know some of the films that I've worked on with Max are on there, and so go ahead and go check that out. Other than that, I don't think we have any other announcements. Are you guys ready to jump into tonight's session?
Yes.
I guess. Do this.
We'll leave Ixis behind.
All right. So
I just want to put. Okay, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, because it has to happen in game.
Oh, okay. So Last time on our adventure, our companions were continuing their journey through the harsh landscape leading up to Akros, following along the Data River on the western side of Theros. As you guys traveled and trekked, you guys were ambushed by a group of returned looking to capture the Mask of Various from your grasp. You guys were swiftly able to defeat them. Some of you all getting a little more hurt than others, and looking at Ixis.
Yeah. I went down like what? How many times? 3 times that fight?
It was like 2 or 3 times.
I
Yeah.
got,
3 times. 3 times.
Yeah.
It's okay because I only had 1 first level spell left.
yeah. I mean, at least I would go down. I come up, I swing, they hit me again, and I go down. Like,
And so,
at least I was contributing.
Because
Yeah.
when he gets knocked down, he gets up again. Because nothing's ever gonna keep him down.
because you're the best around. No one's. That's a different song. Okay. We were watching Cobra Kai. We were watching Cobra Kai, and so I was thinking about Karate Kid.
Love Macho.
Yep. So, with that, you guys kept traveling after that, venturing through what was turning to become more harsh and rocky landscape than previous forests and grasslands that you guys were in. When you came across a small boy that seemed to be running down the side of a mountain quickly from a fleece-maned lion, a terrible, mythical, strong creature that this boy was seemingly trying to slay to become a greater hero to his village. He, like many, he had the grandeur vision of heroism. And so you guys were able to scare off the lion and talk to the boy, who you guys learned his name was Sinon. Regrettably, you all allowed him...
His name is Mud.
Regrettably, you all let him join the party temporarily to travel with y'all, as some of y'all want to drop him off in Akros, and some others may have some other plans for him. And so, at the end of the day, you all arrive at the what did I call it again? The Faragax Bridge. Let me double check on that. How's everyone doing? You guys having a nice time? I'm like totally not trying to stall while I'm looking at my notes.
It should be Fenagax with the N.
Is that what it was?
I'm
trying to remember. No, it's
stalled
Faragax.
to-
Faragax Bridge.
Theragat. Theragat's Bridge. Okay, bridge. Sorry.
It was this bridge that covered this dark expanse that is rumored in legend to be an access to the underworld. That this pit descends all the way down to there, and even said that some monsters have, risen and from this place and attacked others. You guys met a couple of guards, some Stracians from Akros, and you guys made camp on the other side of the bridge. And that is where we are beginning our session today. You guys are you guys have crossed the bridge on the opposite side. As you guys wake up in your camp, you could feel the winds that cut through these mountains, kind of blowing up dirt and dust into your eyes. The sun is beginning to rise, and quickly you feel the temperature rising as well. So, with that, what would you all like to do?
Yes, of course, we're greeted with the dreadful sun of the Acronian sky and greeted with the kiss of dirt from its ground. Why again are we coming here again? Grexus, you best not lose this tournament.
I'm not gonna lose. I'm gonna give it my best.
Hey, Mud.
I'm gonna practice a little bit right now over here.
Yeah? What can I do for you, Master Jalapeno?
Stop with the master thing. I am a Militian. I am not a crazed man from a barbaric tribe. Come, we need to start breakfast, and then I'm gonna take him and teach him how to make some basic food.
Okay.
Because I mean, we're talking about our times. I don't think we really have scrambled eggs. It's pretty much as we're eating.
Just finding some like rabbits and stuff like that.
Did, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Thracian's sleeping a bit.
We got to figure out how we can keep him.
What do you mean? How we can keep him?
We have to have a way to where a Thracian will sign off on us keeping him with us.
Well, we will see what the child wishes. If the child wishes to stay with mother and return to Meletis, or wishes to stay in Akros, then that is fine. But all we are responsible for is to keep him safe.
For now.
What? Yes. There's no need or no point in that child coming into getting in dangers and try to get exposure for them.
Yeah.
I think a Thracian would feel a little bit more comfortable if he could defend himself, this boy. Maybe I could teach him a few things.
You should. We should teach him all that we can.
Yes.
It is up to him to learn.
Hey, Mud, come on over here.
Okay, Master Grexus.
Stop calling me Master, all right? Anyway, here, try throwing this rock over here and see if you can hit that tree.
Okay. Pulls up the rock. I have a character sheet for him.
Wait, what? You created a character sheet for him.
I
That's
did.
it. He's staying with us. He's already got a sheet made.
Are you trying to see how far he can throw it, or are you trying to see like how accurate can he throw this rock?
How accurate?
Okay. So that's gonna be more of a dexterity check.
Does he even have like a class?
So he picks up this.
2?
2.
He picks up the rock and chucks it. And this is a younger kid. He's like really scrawny. Like you can think of like Hercules, like young Hercules in the Disney version of Hercules. Kind of a scrawny little kid. And he throws his rock, and surprising to you, it doesn't hit the tree, but goes past it about another like 40 yards and skips into the dirt.
He's got an arm.
What the heck?
Much farther than you like expected. Like he chucked this rock pretty far.
He's got an arm. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, this boy can throw. Not bad.
Now we just got to teach him accuracy.
Yeah, boy, you're supposed to hit the tree though. I don't care how far you hit it. Try again. See if you can hit the tree.
Okay.
You're not keeping the fucking kid.
He's already got a sheet made. Sorry.
Calm down, Thracian.
I'm gonna change that to work list. I'll be right back.
So he
Quick, you gotta have him sign off on something before he's there.
he's gonna chuck the next rock.
Oh, come on. What do you get? Oh,
Well,
that's
so
whoa.
this one's not bad. This one actually, it does hit the tree. And as he chucks it and he hits the tree, you see a little crater in the tree. As it splinters some of the wood.
He's got a cannon.
Impressive. Are you guys seeing this?
Yeah. I mean, I'm very surprised. I didn't expect it from him yet. And I'm like, elbow a Thracian, be like, hey, look, see, he can do some stuff.
He can drop himself off in Akros.
It is for Ifara and for the gods to determine where this child goes. If he wishes to return to Meletis with mother, then he may.
He can go to any one of those if he wishes, just not on the road with us.
But is it not our responsibility since we saved him?
No.
Please, remember the teachings as children in Meletis. We're Malaysian. We're not Acronian, okay? We do not throw children off cliffs.
No, that would be Ixis. The problem is it is not our responsibility to lead this
Wait.
child to his death. which I will
But
not do.
how will he be led to his death? Surely the four of us.
You have not
Right.
have you not seen what we have fought?
Yes, but he's not going to be with us there. He's going to stay at the camp.
And if they attack the camp,
Why would they attack the camp?
why would they not? While we sleep?
Well,
I
at that
don't
point in
understand
time,
how
is
you're complicating this.
And if our watch were to fail and they were to get past and slaughter us in our sleep,
Then I don't think
Would
the
that-
child
would-
has much to worry about if we're all slaughtered.
and if he is the only one to die,
So
blood is on our
while
head.
you guys are talking, I give him my javelin and I say, "Hey, try throwing this at the tree."
Okay. You're still looking for accuracy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
17. Look at that arm, Thracian. Look at that arm.
Yeah. This time he chucks this javelin. This one's like dead on, and the spear, the javelin, like embeds itself a good 6 inches into the tree, like.
I turn towards the Thracian with raised eyebrows, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. This kid's pretty good. What do you think?
1 second.
I do not believe that this
DM, I have a question.
child is like any other child that we have ever seen, for he was put on our path by the gods for a reason.
Yeah. One question.
Yes.
What color are the kid's eyes?
Brown.
Can you describe it for me really quickly? I don't remember if we did or not.
The kid.
I don't think we did.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
got
He's
like almost like a shaved head, like very very short hair. He's very very scrawny. Like you can think of like Hercules in Disney, but like young Hercules. Very very scrawny kid. You can see a little bit of like lean muscle tone there. But he's wearing like very ragged clothes, like just kind of clasped over the shoulder. It's kind of like this white top, but very raggedy, kind of smelly.
Can I check the kid for any birthmarks or symbols?
Make an investigation check.
Why?
I'm gonna help him.
He's like,
Do you say that in character, Jesse?
Yes.
Okay. But what I'm saying, like, all you would see is him or Jalapeno kind of turning the kid around, kind of pulling his shirt, looking down his back, and inspecting his legs. Like, he's not making it over, like, he's not hiding what he's doing. So you can
he's like,
say something. 18 on investigation.
was this part of this?
I am checking you to see if the gods have touched you or have placed a mark on you, young boy, because what you have done, no child your size and of your age should be able to do.
Have you ever thrown spears before or javelins?
He's like, not really.
Young boy, what is the oldest memory that you can recall?
Give me 1 second here.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure thought about that, Kevin.
I think we stomped him, guys.
You did.
We're gonna make it to where Kevin's gonna have to have like this big elaborate backstory, and then we're just gonna leave him over there.
Yeah. So he says, I mean, you said your oldest memory? I mean, the oldest memory I have is just, fighting for scraps of food in my village, fighting bullies and other people trying to harm me. I've always had to defend for myself.
So you do remember days before the past two? You remember your childhood. You remember your parents.
Kind of looks down. I don't really know my parents.
Don't worry, boy. You're not in trouble. I kind of scruffle up his hair.
Like no hair that he has.
Yeah, or his head. Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of like, rub his head a little bit. Relax, Mud. You're not in trouble. We simply don't know anything about you. If you're going to travel with us, we should know.
For the
You
time
are
being.
out, and I kind of crouch down in front of him, and like stare him in the eyes. You are our responsibility to care for until we know you are safe. Do you understand this?
Okay.
So therefore, and I kind of point to a Thracian. He's our leader, and when he says to do something, you don't ask why, you don't ask when, you just do it at that moment because assure yourself it is for your safety and ours.
Okay.
Now, the most important thing, look here at your chest.
He looks down.
And then I kind of snap his nose, and I get up.
Okay. Oh.
Always expect the unexpected, young boy. Never be distracted. And then I kind of walk away. To
Right.
get,
Right. Okay.
Whenever you are traveling on the road, make sure you always keep your wits about you and eyes around you.
And you see,
One minute,
and he does have
one minute
a
we can be chilling. Go
he
ahead.
he does have a small Zephos to his side. It's like a little short sword that he keeps with like
Yeah.
little bronze Zephos.
Are is the same guards on the bridge, or is it a new set of guards?
It's the same guards.
Okay, I'm gonna, take them some, I guess, fermented milk or whatever we're carrying with us, and a little bit of little hot cakes, because that's the kind of Roman stuff or Greek food stuff he used to make. And just take them some food.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, you can easily do that. And they're like, thanks.
And I kind of like, I'm wearing my Milesian colors real proudly. You know what I mean? As I give them the food, and I just kind of fist, of course, we are neighbors after all, are we not?
One of them kind of scoffs.
And I kind of walk back.
Hey, didn't we have some extra shields and spears that we got in our last battle?
No,
And,
we
like-
sold them.
Like 2 or 3 spears and 2 shields, I think it was, because not everybody had shields.
We sold them? Or
Yeah,
we still have?
you sold them almost
We have-
until.
We haven't had time.
No,
we
that
just
was-
get attacked by.
He's talking about the attack from the return that y'all just had.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you're thinking about the elephants or whatever, or before that.
Yeah, way
Yeah,
back.
that we sold. All that stuff we sold. Yeah, no, this is the return that we just had recently.
Yeah.
The spears and stuff. I guess I don't know if Jesse, did you take note of everything?
I'm checking. Let me check.
'Cause
Um,
all I wrote down was 2 shields and two spears or 3 spears. I can't find
and
it.
then, yeah, it was 3. I
Oh
wrote
yeah,
down
because
3.
I know one of them was thrown, and,
Well,
Yeah.
and the other
Well,
2. So it's 3 spears. Okay. We're just killing time, guys. Whenever we're ready to leave, DM. We're ready to get to Akros, or we're at
mean-
the halfway mark, or
Roughly, you guys are more like 3/4. You just guys know like the rest of travel is a little harsher because now you're guys gonna be like going up the mountains and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, well, what I was gonna say is, if we have an extra shield and spear, I'd like to give it to this kid, since I'm training him right now, and to arm him.
I'm fine with that. If he can hold
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, the shield is like the size of him.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Can he hold it though? Well, you said he's really strong, so.
Yeah, because I think it's not a buckler; it's an actual shield, right?
Yeah, it's like a big
All right,
bronze.
well,
Oh,
shield.
it's a big shield.
Let's try. Hey, Mud, can you hold this shield? And I hand it to him.
He like grabs it and picks it up and puts one arm through and kind of holds it. It's big, but he kind of holds it with ease.
So no problem. Okay.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
get badass.
Okay. How old is this kid?
He's like 12, 13.
Oh crap. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Jalapeno is just kind of watching this and writing notes in his journal. Like little bullet points. Mutant child kind of thing.
Mutant child.
So I guess what I would do, if we're gonna take a little bit of time here, I don't know if you guys have anything or how long it will take, but
I'm gonna just throw the kid off the side of the bridge.
I will go ahead and.
Oh wait, no, Ixis, you have experience with that, yeah?
No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm gonna ritually cast detect magic on the kid, like because it's about 10 minutes, I believe, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, 10 minutes to ritually cast it. So if they're allowed the time, just kind of have the kid standing in the middle, have the four elements and the.
I guess I'll start
south,
packing everything up.
And then I have my medallion of Vifara, and I'll start kind of walking around a circle and casting detect magic for 10 minutes.
As you do that, you all see as Falapenio's eyes will go white, similar to a Thracian's, temporarily.
He's blind. A
Not
Thracian,
as
what you do
cool
to
as
him?
me.
Falapenio, you see as the sky opens, the bright blue sky that is daytime kind of opens and spreads, and the Nyx night sky is more present. There you see what looks like a amphora begin to dip and pour, and as it pours, the liquid spreads around in the area. It kind of over most of the area, it seems to be just like flat and just kind of hits the ground and disappears. And then you see on your companions when that liquid hits them on their their swords and their magical items, those begin to glow. And at the same time as you see that, you see the same liquid pours down on Sinon, and he begins to glow as well.
Oh.
Okay. So I kind of as you see him staring up at the sky, and you can't see any pupils, but you just see this look of awe and wonder, and he turns towards everybody because he sees the waterfall, and then he just kind of looks over at Sinon, and then he kind of wipes the saliva off from his eyes a little bit as the ritual thing wears off, and he just walks up to a Thracian. He looks him in the eyes and says, "We're keeping the child." And he walks away.
I just raised an eyebrow.
He's gonna go and immediately start writing in the book.
The gods have descended amongst us.
And then Ixis, as you look at me, I look back at you and go, "What do you mean he looks like me?" And you just see I have pupils. I use thaumaturgy. What do you mean he looks like me?
All right, so
it seems like a lot of riddle in that visual stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
you assume that the amphora was like the amphora of Ifara type thing.
Right. That's the kind of thing I'm taking that note on. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Jalapeno will be busy writing this down,
And so, with that, you all begin to gather your things and packing the cart and getting on your way to go.
How many horses do we have? We have the two that are drawing the carriage, the two behind, and then a Thracian's up in front, right?
Correct.
I guess we'll put the boy on the wagon in the front, and I'll take my horse.
And I go, "No. As we discussed, he rides with Mother."
Okay.
I smile at Mud. It's okay, Mud. You can keep Mother safe because the Thracian trusts you.
Okay. And he kind of just immediately jumps into the back, hand on the hilt of his sword, shield up. No one's thinking.
Keeping his wits about him.
Yeah, he's looking around.
I'm gonna. I guess I'm on the cart, the one in the front, sitting next to the driver. I move up, position myself up. Thracian, you're in the front.
No, I'm on my horse.
Yeah, but
riding about 20 feet ahead.
And
But yeah, I'm in front. I'm within shouting distance.
Christian.
You can call me back if you want, and I can slow down.
Yeah. Ixus, are you riding beside the cart, or are you beside A3?
I'm in the back. I'm with
Rexus?
Rexus. Yeah.
I whistle towards Iteration.
Slow us down a little bit.
That one.
It's by the... Hey, I can't blame him. I can't whistle either. But I slow down enough to keep beside the wagon.
I want to say it now too. I'm not gonna say it loud enough to where the people inside the car hear too loudly. At least where it's spotted. Iteration. I almost lost my sight, for what I saw was beyond wondering, understanding. The sky split. The beams poured out forth from it. Flames, the night sky, in the daytime, and then the hand of Ifara poured water on this land, and as it flowed to us, it glowed with the power that must come from her protection. And the boy, she poured water on the boy, Adrishan. And Ifara would not do something like this if it is not meant for purpose and reason. I cannot say what the gods wish of us and will of us, but this boy must stay with us until we find why. For if this boy were to fall into the wrong hands, can you imagine what the evil could do with such a touch of a boy like this? Malleable, easily be manipulated. He allows me to call him Moderation. He is not the wisest and smartest boy.
Really quickly, before I answer that question, Jesse, did we tell the party about the stuff that we were coming to Akros for?
Yeah, I thought we had that discussion with everyone.
Did we? Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay. What was that?
Wait, did we?
I don't know, because I know that we're coming for Grexus. Like, that's the main thing I know we're coming for.
I'm pretty sure y'all
And,
just said
like,
something.
I think we did say something. I don't remember if I wrote it down, but I think I did say something about Erebos wanting me to do something. And that's what. Yeah, that's right. We did tell y'all.
I know that
You started saying crap back.
You two guys were gonna do something.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of thing. Like, it was more like you guys said, well, we need to do something for Erebos, but you didn't tell us what you needed to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to keep in mind.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Then what do you think he is?
Say again. Are you talking to me?
No, I know. I was talking to Filipino because Filipino was.
Oh,
talking
okay.
to me. No, I go. Then what do you think he is?
My fear?
No, what do you think he is?
So I'm saying my fear is that he is the child of a god, brought forth through the Nyx, thrown into this world.
Which
Okay.
god?
I do not know. I know that Ifara has blessed him, but I cannot imagine it to be hers. It could be any. The gods play with things like this. He could just merely be chosen and wanting to be protected. He could be a god himself, Adrishan. They take these forms at times.
Not
I
that
feel-
this way.
I fear this is a test. And I fear abandoning him would be failing the test. And he does this.
The presence of a godchild is. What is the best way to put it? Not necessarily abomination, but they're not meant for this world.
Yes.
They are overstepping the bounds of their realm if it is a godchild,
Do
which
you
I
mean
cannot.
the child of a god? Or a god that is as a child?
A child of a god.
Oh,
The power is not meant for this world.
I see. Well, I don't know what to say to this. I don't know how to find what he is. And after all, we are going to the city of ignorant apes. So I don't think we'll find the answers there.
Did
We must wait
did
until-
me and Exus ever tell you our business in Akros?
Well, perhaps you may have, but you know I don't like to hear about your conversations with the dead, so I oftentimes ignore you. I'm sorry, it's the truth. I know that you are coming here to do on a quest for Erebus, but yet I imagine it is something touching dead people or perhaps talking to them, and it often does not interest me, and to be honest, Saturation, I still get bothered by it. I have nightmares. There is the truth.
We are here to kill a godchild.
Excuse me? When were you planning to tell Grexus and I this?
We were not.
Oh,
Apparently, that is an issue now.
oh my. Oh,
There is a child of Heliod.
If my heart had weight, it would have doubled in size, for it feels like this is going to be bad, no matter what state
Any
of
god,
decision we make.
any god stepping out of their realm is an issue, especially Heliod. And as the follower of a god who runs the middlemen, it is my job to help rein in Heliod and Erebos.
Oh, Thracian, please do not tell me that you think this is the son of Iliad and
I
you
do
plan to
not-
kill this boy. Oh,
I do
my
not
God.
know that it is. But if it is, well, I don't think I have to say it.
Well, I want to thank you because I have had trouble sleeping as it was before, and now I don't have to worry about it because I don't think I'll sleep again. I think that we need to convene with some scholar somewhere if we are to find what we are to do with this. But either what the quest your god demands and what the gods have put before us, it changes not the fact that the child must stay with us.
And if he is a child of Heliod, then he must go.
That's fine. But is
And
there
not-
somehow perhaps a protocol that you have with your god and the godchild business where you can ask, is this the godchild you intended? Because, I mean, it could be a different godchild they wanted you to kill. I mean, how many godchildren could there be? I hope
Not
there's many. Oh,
They are rare and few in between. And those that there are often shape the balance of the world and not in good ways. Always. There are common or uncommon discrepancies, but more than often they change the world for the worse.
and how exactly are we supposed to deal with the godchild? Is it slitting their throat when they're sleeping? Or is there a ritual that must be performed? Or simply throw him into a chasm of unending darkness? What is the plan that Erebus has for godchildren, if I may ask?
I just kind of look at Jalapeno and then just ride forward.
Oh, great. It's probably throwing them into a dark, empty chasm. Hmm.
And so, with that,
Awkward silence for the rest of the trip, everybody, please.
yeah, a couple of hours go by of silence. Just the pitter patter of hooves on dirt and gravel. You get the spokes of the wheels on the wagon turning and hitting over bumps. Like I said, the terrain here is almost like Badlands. There's a lot of desert and rocky cliffs and hills. It's a very jagged and tormented landscape. Thracian, you notice a couple things going by. Every couple of miles, you see on tops of large cliff faces, The very peaks of these mountains, you can see what looks like temples or shrines of various sorts. On the left, on the right, a couple different temples. Some look of different styles, different makes. Some of them are just like you see caves that have different decorations of of gods like Koranos and stuff like that. Small little shrines here and there. Occasionally, you also see what looks like small outposts off in the distance. Also, some of them on jagged cliffs of other military soldiers. There is a very large military presence, and it is getting more and more dense the closer y'all get into Akros. You see more and more outposts, more and more guards kind of keeping watch. You see like a band of hoplites on horses kind of charging down to the east on horseback, kicking up dirt and dust along the way. As you guys keep going down this path, it seems that you guys begin approaching a large mountain range, which you all know as the Catchathon mountain range. Thracian, you kind of notice that off in the distance, it seems like a cluster of carts at the base of the range. Not really moving, just kind of sitting there at the base. There's a couple people, maybe like half a dozen people or so amongst these carts, but maybe like 20 or so carts at the base of this cliff. Sorry about that, everyone.
How far away
Uh-huh.
from us?
At this point, they're about 100 yards.
Oh shit. So
I would say actually probably a little farther than that. Maybe like 300 yards.
Okay, I'll drop back and tell the Filipino to be ready to start slowing the wagon. And then move forward. And then I'll, after I drop back for Jalapeno, I'm actually gonna... Ixus, which card are you on?
what?
He's
Which
in the
part
very,
are
very
you
back with Grexus.
I'm in the back. I'm trailing behind with me and Grixis covering the rear.
On your horse?
Yeah.
Okay, well I drop back and signal to you to come forward. And then I move back out in front.
All right. I'll turn and look at Grixis. Hey, keep your eyes open. We're coming up on people, and I'll move up with Thracian.
No problem.
You sound congested, Scott.
No, that's just the way I talk. What do you mean, Thracian?
Ignore me. Yeah, right forward.
I've always talked like this. Roar!
I'll get Ixus about 50 feet in front of the wagon, kind of talking moderately quietly.
Mhm.
Jalapeno knows what we have plans for, but my question for you is, what is the plan when we find the child?
Well,
The obvious one is kill it, but I did not know if
Mhm.
perhaps you had a better way in mind that might not piss off the sun god.
I am really not too sure.
You realize that if Mud, as you guys are calling him, is this child, we have to kill him.
Why you believe he is
There's a
a
chance.
how remember because I didn't hear your conversation with Falapino. So
No, I know.
So and I didn't Falapino didn't say anything at all to me about this kid, so I am in complete blind about
But
who this
I thought
kid.
Jalapeno
yeah.
told everybody about the detect magic stuff.
Nope.
He did not? Okay.
Nope. So I'm playing it as he just a really good kid, like a kid we found on the road.
according to our friendly goat, he saw a vision of Afara showing her blessing upon us and upon the child.
The child, you say?
Yes, that's what I said.
Well, that would explain his arm.
And if he is this child, you know what has to happen.
Yeah.
As I noticed the two murderers ahead of me, Jalapeno is going to start tossing little stones at the back of their heads.
At this point, I think this would be first degree,
As
right?
they're obviously conversing about something.
Wait, what?
He's throwing stones at y'all. You guys hear? You guys can feel like the pink on the back of your head.
Just kind of look back at him. And then turn back forward. Well, he is obviously not happy about any of it.
I wouldn't be either. I mean, I'm not happy about this now at all either. I mean,
would,
And
I'm
now
not too
that-
sure what we're gonna have to do. I mean,
can I ask?
we can't.
Can I ask just out of
Yeah.
character? What would be kind of what's going to happen when you work for the god of the dead?
Yeah.
No, I'll go. It would not have been a problem if he had not sought to source if it was a blessed child or not. But now,
Now it's
It
a
put-
problem.
not necessarily a problem. There might be the chance that, who knows, just a gifted child. But if it is this godchild we're seeking, then
My hands are tied. I mean, no, we both
Both
know
of-
what we're gonna have to do.
both of our hands are tied.
Yep.
It would
Okay.
it would be going against my god to let it walk this earth.
Would this godchild be good or evil? I mean, does that make a difference? Or
It does. No.
No, it makes no
No.
difference.
It's good,
Makes no
Scott. It's very, very good. I just want to let you know.
Why were you asking? Were you asking if you're trying to do like divine sense?
well, that's what I was wondering. Yeah, I mean, to see if it was good or evil, you know. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because they're gonna kill it anyway.
Well, no. I mean, if it's
Well,
not
it would-
the
it
kid
would-
that we're
It
looking
doesn't matter.
for,
It doesn't matter to them, Scott. Is the thing. Like they don't have a choice. It's not
That
like
it would tell you if it was celestial, fey, fiend, or undead, or anything like that.
Here, I'll cast Detect Good and Evil. And I'm not gonna like obviously cast it, I'm just gonna kind of cast forward and then like look back
Let him
for
walk.
just a moment, then
yeah.
look at the kid and then finish casting.
Let me double check the. You do get a faint sense of celestial coming from the kid.
God damn it.
As far as good or evil, you can't. You don't pick anything up like that though, which is odd.
he's good.
There you go. Well, I have confirmed one suspicion.
He is a godchild.
He is a godchild. Which
But
god I
is-
do not know, but
That's what we have to figure out before we do anything.
well, I was not going to just hop back there and kill the child.
Yeah. But
But
I would say in the sense that you sense like the celestial coming from him. You sense that like the Nyx is somehow entwined into him in some sense. It's weird. Like he gives off like the same aura, the same presence that the Nyx does.
I just want to notice that Kevin referred to it as the godchild, which further confirms my suspicion.
yeah,
I didn't refer to it as the godchild.
yeah, you did.
When?
Did you just refer to me as White Devil?
Quincy-Ocha. I just saw that movie the other day. That's why I know that.
I don't think I said godchild.
You did.
Did I? Okay, well that was a mistake.
Yes, you did.
Mhm.
You were
There
just
is-
using the word that we are most familiar with using at this point to reference it.
Sure.
Yeah. Sure.
I can sense some type of divinity, but not necessarily good nor evil. Which is the problem. Because that power can become so great that if they're led astray, they become a source of immense power for those who would do ill.
I agree. We have to, seems we got ourselves a mystery.
When we get to Akros, we need to confirm whether or not this is a child of Heliod, and if it is,
Well, we both know what we have to do at that point in time.
Eventually, Jalapeno brought 1,000 books with him.
and do not tell Jalapeno anything.
And at this point, you guys begin approaching the various clusters of wagons. You notice that the wagons seem to be of various makes. Of you see some that bear resemblance to some of the wagons you saw in Melatis. They carry some similar banners. Some that seem to have like vines that have been entwined around them, kind of like these greenery wagons of some sort. Others seem like very rough, patched together, like just they were kind of like slapped together, and some falling off. Like wheels have fallen off a couple of them. There does seem to be a couple horses there, and about 6 or so people that seem to be looking over the wagons and stuff. As you guys approach, you see the side of the cliff is this granite cliff that carved into the sides are these fairly large steps that lead up the cliffside. As y'all approach, you guys see one man kind of waving all down.
As we're getting closer, I like wave to the carts to stop and then ride forward. Yes, with Ixis.
Alright.
Does you all halt? I recommend if you all want to traverse the stairs, you might want to stop.
We want to what?
He kind of like as you guys begin approaching this, you all won't be able to ascend the stairs with a cart. Not really possible. Are you all heading to Akros?
Yes.
These are the fabled the Titan's stairs. The stairs of the Titan.
Titan stairs don't have room for a cart.
As you kind of look, it looks like it'd be very difficult to get carts up these stairs. He says, these are one of the natural protections of Akros. Makes it very hard for invaders to bring supplies up towards Akros. Now,
Well,
we are
no invaders.
me and my friends here. Sorry, let me give you my pleasantries. My name is Praxteles, and I'm here to offer my services to you.
Oh, is that so?
I assume you all are heading to the Arrowan Games, and my friends here would like to, if you like, we can watch your carriage for you.
I want to insight check that.
Okay, insight check it.
And is he wearing like a guard's uniform or anything like that?
He is not
A
wearing a
vac-
guard's.
a vac robe?
He's not wearing a guard's uniform. No.
Hmm. 22 insight.
Gratian, I'm gonna send you a message. Wait. So, he says, I can watch your cart for 30 gold for the time that you'll spend in Akros if you are willing to leave it here with me.
And when I return, my cart would be waiting here for me. Nothing missing.
Nothing missing. You can still pack some of your important supplies on your horses. We're mostly just keeping watch of the cart and some horses. If that is what you like.
Is there no other way to enter with a cart?
This is the only way. There's only one path into Akros.
Are there any guards within a decent vicinity?
There are 4 guards at the foot of the Titan's stairs. Four stations.
I'm gonna ride. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna ride past him up to the guards. Just a question: is there a entryway for traders and whatnot? Surely there is a way to get our carts into the city.
I'm afraid this is the only way. Traders come and go, but usually they come on horseback. And they leave. These people here are private. They have a private business, and they know they can take advantage of traders and people that travel here, especially in their own games. Most people leave their carts, and there's some people that even sell carts and make carts at the top of the Titan stairs for people who want to purchase another cart for travel to Akros.
Understood. Thank you.
Do we see any other carts around from people that have already come?
Yeah, as I said earlier, there's about 20 or so other carts and horses.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it's legit then.
Is it really though? Is it?
Yeah, but if there's no other way to go.
Yeah, Jesse, ain't you been to Mexico?
I mean, can I make
Kevin?
Can I make an investigation and see if there's any other, path that looks like there's another direction to go?
It'd be more perception, because you can't really search.
Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna jump off the cart and start kind of like unpacking stuff and getting the door open for Mother and explaining to her that we're gonna have to walk up the stairs.
Oh, we
No,
can
she
ride
ain't
horses
walking.
upstairs.
As soon
Yeah.
as you open the door, you see Sinon pull out his sword stop right there! Oh, sorry. It's just you, Master Jalapeno. I'm sorry.
Mud, if you do that one more time, I am going to take that thing away from you before you cut something. Remember, the greatest power you have is self-control and discipline.
Right.
You never pull that sword unless you mean to use it.
Right. I'm sorry.
She just kind of rides by.
I was just trying to do a good job, sir.
She kind of just pops by. You would have heard the great battle before that door opened.
Yes.
Kevin,
Yeah.
I rolled a 10 on perception.
As far as you see, it's these jagged cliffs that, are climbing it would be extremely difficult. And you see just one set of stairs that seems to be carved along this along the side of this one mountainside that goes all the way up.
Okay.
All right, well.
Gonna lead both carts to the side there and going to fix at least 2 of the horses so we can get Patrician's mother and the servant up with whatever supplies they need, and just leave the carts down here.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we have what in total 6 horses. So there's the 2 dragging the cart. Mother
I
can
don't need
take
a-
one.
I need a horse. Remember, I'm training.
That's a lot of stairs.
It's okay. It's a workout.
Fine. You can carry all the weight with it. we'll give you like the spear. Here's an extra shield. Here's the spears you can carry on your back. Like, I just start
Actually,
handing him. I start handing him stuff.
I'm going to duck walk the stairs, okay? While I'm holding the stuff.
Yeah.
on-
Okay. Okay. How high are these stairs, Kevin?
You don't see the top.
Nope.
Nope.
Over
You ain't
10,000
gonna make it.
We are all just
Duck
gonna
walk
ride
until
our
I fire.
horses.
How's that?
We're just gonna ride our horses up.
I would say, Grexus, that if you try to do this feat of duck walking all the way up to, can a cat duck walk in the first place?
Their
if you
knees
try to
their
make it
knees
up
bend
there,
the
I'm
opposite
pretty
way.
sure yeah. I think your legs would be destroyed after this if you try doing that.
Well, I'm gonna do it as a workout until I know my limits. When it starts to get too bad, then I'll stop.
You better win these games. I'm just saying.
It's just a little workout for my legs right now.
This is a god-forsaken country. Do you realize this? As we're traveling.
So, you all
Are
pay.
you just saying that out loud, or
No, yeah, he's saying it out loud as you guys are traversing the stairs. You know.
Oh,
Stop
are y'all
fighting.
paying? Are y'all paying the 30 gold for the services?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Sure.
mark that off, y'all's
But we're not leaving any cargo.
party fund.
Yeah. I mean, the business is business. Was it? There's nothing against anybody's hustle.
I mean, as far as you can tell, they were being truthful.
I mean,
It seems that you guys after that you guys take off all the like cargo, like clothes and other supplies. Strap them to some of the other horses and stuff, and begin ascending the Titan's stairs.
Attrition, I do not believe I have ever been uninspired until today.
And why is that?
I kind of look around at the desolate emptiness of the rocks. I don't know, Attrition. Perhaps I should be inspired by dirt and rocks. Have you noticed since we've hit the road and arrived in Akros, you have not seen one woman? That tells us something. There is something to be wary of here. Not a single woman.
Well, we will just have to find our own inspiration.
Oh, yes? So have you decided, Yoenixus? Is it going to be slitting the throat? Empty chasm? I'm curious to know.
Don't worry about it. I will let you know when I know.
So, as y'all begin ascending the stairs further, every about 200 feet or so, there are two more station guards that flank each side of the Titan stairs as you guys continue to ascend. Those of you on foot and are walking, actually, Grexus, make an athletics
We're
check
all
for me.
riding horses.
What's
I think
that?
we're all riding except for.
Except for Grexus, yeah. Everybody else is riding.
Make a what? A performance check?
Athletics check.
Or athletics check. Okay.
And I'm guessing it's going to be the same for Sinon. Is he carrying anything? What is he doing?
He's on a horse.
He's on a horse?
I think the only one walking is Grexus.
Yeah, because we have 6 horses all in total.
A
One for
nine.
Mom, and then everyone else. And then the one horse that's not being ridden on is carrying the stuff.
I rolled a 9, Kevin.
So, Grexus,
And you roll down.
you get about like the first 100 steps before your legs are sore. Like each step, like it aches to push through. And you're kind of getting slowed down, and everyone on the horses is kind of like speeding up. And you're kind of trailing behind at this point, trying to carry all the things and trying to ascend these stairs.
Okay. I stop my duck walk and start to walk normal.
Okay.
As I rub the soreness out of my legs.
Yeah, and even like with that, it's tough. This is not an easy ascension. But you make your way. You kind of are able to catch up, kind of keep up with the group now, but it's a hard climb.
I'll take a note of Grex's face grimacing and rubbing his thighs, and I just kind of roll my eyes, and I kind of hop off my horse, and I kind of motion him, quick, take the horse. I'll walk for a bit. Maybe I can find some inspiration.
Well, there's a free horse though.
Is there?
Yeah, there's only 5 of us. There's only 5.
No, because remember that I had already purchased a servant for Mother, and so she's with the servant. The other servant has the horse.
Ah, okay, that's right.
So yeah, and when he gets on, if he gets on, I don't know.
Okay. I turn to Falopeno and I say, "Thanks, Falopeno. I appreciate that. I need a little bit of a break. I
Yes.
noticed you're not too happy lately because you were saying you haven't seen any good-looking ladies around."
There's nothing, Corexis. There's nothing for 2 men like us. Handsome,
Well-
strong, virile.
Well, here, let me show you. I've got a little picture of this beautiful woman here, and I pull it out.
Is it a stone carving? Like the Flintstones?
No, it's drawn on a piece of bark. Okay.
Papyrus.
And I go and I hand it to him, and it's the picture of a Leonin woman, and I give it to him to look at.
You drew it yourself, Grexus?
No, I purchased it in a store or something. It's some famous Leonin female that's
Okay.
like known to be very attractive.
Okay, mark off 4 copper, please.
I thought you were gonna say mark off 4 hit points for just listening to that excuse.
Your Jalapeno is kind of, walking a little bit with a little bit of a hopping step because he's on the horse. And, well, yes, Alexis, I can see where the beauty lies in something that looks that could quite kill me as well as please me, perhaps.
Yeah. You don't know what it is to be with a Leonin woman, I'll tell you.
No, I do not.
Leonin, you never go back.
Well, Grexus, I don't think the Leonin feel the same way about satyrs, I have to say.
Well, yeah. I've never heard of a satyr surviving Leonin intercourse.
Okay. All right. And with that,
Okay.
It would be something that comes up often, no, Grexus?
all right. On that note, oh man, y'all are messed up. All right, so you all begin to ascend the stairs. Thracian, you notice a few more what looks like outposts on the sides of these cliffs. More guards. Like I said, the military presence of Akros is becoming much and much more dense. It takes y'all the better part of the day to get to the top. And as you guys get to higher up, it does begin to get colder. Not like freezing, but you can start feeling the chill of the wind as it kind of, you can hear it cut through these valleys. Keeping these cold breezes every once in a while. As you all begin cresting towards the top, Thracian, you kind of notice something peeking over the top of one of the mountains in the distance. You see what looks like some kind of like pole or something, and you kind of like have to adjust your eyes as it's starting to get like about sunset and stuff. It's something kind of reflective and shining off in the distance over at the top of one of the mountains. And as you kind of focus your eyes, you kind of like make a perception check real quick.
On blind man. Blind man sees nothing. 19. Nice. He sees all.
You don't understand why, but it looks like a spearhead just kind of poking up over the mountain. But you're like, wait a minute, That's too big to be a spearhead.
And then I remember that there's a stone statue guarding the city.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Can we all see this, or just a
Sure
Thracian?
that there is a way to.
Thracian notices it first. I mean, it's up to him if he wants to point it out to y'all.
I don't. That they've seen on their own.
The
Okay.
Colossus of Akros.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right. So as we come over, do we see it too, Kevin?
After he points it out, y'all do see what looks like a small, kind of shining spearhead over the top of the mountains. You can't quite see anything else. It's kind of like the mountains are in front of it. You just see this little spearhead.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's keep heading towards it.
You guys continue to ascend. Well, at this point, it is getting dark. You guys, reach the top of where the stairs ends, Titan stairs ends, and the ground kind of flattens out a bit, almost like a plateau. And as you guys kind of like reach around, like the path kind of goes around one mountain crest. You do see what looks like some kind of city, kind of pushed into the sides of the cliff. It's still like a whiles away. You guys get the sense that you guys could probably make it there in half a day's travel or so, especially like with the jagged terrain that you guys are kind of going around. But what kind of catches your attention is this large staircase that leads up to it, right in between the legs of a massive statue. Much larger than you all expected. I mean, even from this height, or like from distance far away, it must be 100, 200, 300 feet tall.
Jesus.
It's hard to guess, but you guys are pretty far away, and it's very large. It kind of like, as it stands, it straddles the sides of these stairs leading up into the police.
Okay. Cool. So you say it's already dark?
It's getting dark, and as you guys approach, there is a small little like campsite at the top of the stairs, where you see other looks like other traders and travelers that are making their way towards Akros. You do see what looks like a person selling carts that they've been manufacturing and making for people. If y'all would want to take another wagon.
But it's only a half a day travel, you said?
Yeah.
Do we really need a cart for a half a day?
Nope.
No, but
And we can't
it's
take
all
it
up
up the
to
stairs,
Mother, technically.
right?
What was that?
We won't be able to take the cart up the stairs anyway, right?
Well, no, we're already at the top, but it's going to take us from like half a day to get to the city.
Well, you guys are at the,
That's why they're selling carts.
you guys are at the top of where like the staircase, the Titan stairs, finished. There's another set of stairs that leads up into the police, and you got to think like this police. Think of like Helm's Deep, how it's kind of like in this like mountainside. It's like crafted out of the side of this mountainside. But there's this large staircase that leads up down the middle into this police.
Well, I think we should rest anyway. Yeah, because it's almost dark, right? Wouldn't you guys agree?
And it seems that there's other like merchants
there-
and traders are here. Like they set up camp. There's like a couple campfires already going. You hear some music playing.
Are there any guards around?
Yes. that is a always yes question here.
Macros.
there was 2 guards at the very top of the stairs, 2 stations, and there's about 10 or so guards that kind of, some of them are, enjoying the festivities of, buying some trade, and but most of them are just standing guard around the whole situation.
I'm gonna tell Mud to go ahead and unload and start creating a camp, kind of like a fire, like I taught him, with the spare wood that we had. And then I am going to go try to sell these gold masks and get us some money. Oh,
Oh,
Mo,
great. Nope, no. He's 12, 13 years old. He's probably going to be like, oh, okay, we're trying to sell these. Well, we'll give you like $100 for all that. And then,
what? No,
No, the
the
kid's
kid's
setting
making
up
the
camp.
fire.
oh, okay. I thought you were giving the masks to him to go sell. I'm like, the heck?
I'm gonna go try to sell them, and because I think Thracian did say go ahead and try to sell them, right?
Save one. Save one.
Right. Well, yeah, Thracian has that one. I'm just saying whatever I have is the ones we're selling.
Yeah.
And
No,
we
no,
could
no,
sell
no.
the spears.
Yeah. Well, hang on. I'm telling Falapeno to save one out of the 5 that you're trying to sell, so you can try to make a replica of a Thracian's mask that he has.
Well, the Mask of Various.
Yeah,
is
the Mask of
separate-
Various.
Separate, because the Mask of Various was not solid plate gold, was it, Kevin?
No, it was
Yes.
plated. It was plated
No.
gold. It wasn't solid gold.
Right. We have
Okay.
5 solid gold ones, and then we should have 2. Like Thracian, you have like 3 or 4 of those masks on your waist, right?
Yeah, I had 5. I gave you
5.
them.
Of the clay ones.
I think mine were the gold ones.
No,
They're
yours
gold-plated?
Yours were they're all clay. So the ones that are gold plated are made of clay. They're clay that's been
Right.
gold plated around them. And so those are like the ones that y'all had previously. The ones that y'all recently got were the ones that are solid gold.
Right.
Y'all should have 5 of those. All the other ones have been
Right.
clay that have been gold plated.
Those are the ones, the original clay ones were the ones that a Thracian had on his waist that I've been rewriting, because those are the ones that we need to look like Variuses. The solid,
Yeah.
the solid gold ones won't work because they're not going to be those.
Okay, I stand corrected then. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
have
was,
5.
I was just trying to make sure. I was just trying to help
Yeah.
you.
No, good catch. Good. Make sure we clarify. It's best to clarify
Yeah.
now. So yeah, I guess was it 3 spears, the 5 masks, and then the 1 shield, because we're keeping the other one, or the kid kept the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna go try to sell. If anyone wants to join me, you're welcome to. I'm just saying that's now that he found a marketplace, he's gonna
Yeah,
try,
I'll go with you.
try to hustle it out. And
Go ahead and make just make a general persuasion check to see how how good a prices you can get.
Alright. It's gonna be at least 16.
21.
21.
Okay. I'll say you kind of craft this like story on how like behind each of these weapons and how they were used by these return creatures, and because of that they've been battle tested by these companions that you travel with, the guide of Tarktix, and these were used against them. The great future champion of the Aroan games, Grexis, this one kind of tried to stab into him and was blocked away by his mighty shield, and you're able to get about full price for all the items. So for the spears, this would be a gold piece each.
So 3 gold pieces
Said shield, right?
and 1 shield. Yes.
Shield is 10 gold.
And then 500 for the place, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me add this to the party fund. All right, we got 918 gold, guys.
For party fun.
Yeah. So, iteration, anything special that you may be needing or looking for? That's what we have right now.
Okay.
And 60 silver, but
Got nothing.
okay.
Uh,
While we're here, can I do a general investigation to see if just I don't have anything, but I don't know what to do for Dungeons and Dragons for like window shopping. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Potions of healing would be good to try to recoup on. I know we used 2 of them this last fight, right? We used Ixus's
Yeah.
only one and one of the ones that I had. So potions
Yeah,
of healing
we
would
need
be
to get some
good.
more.
Anyone have any ideas what other kind of potions you may want to carry with us? Any interesting
Potions of superior
Apple?
healing, potions of greater healing, like.
Heroism.
Do they sell Greek fire?
Ooh.
Make an investigation check.
Well, I'm actually wondering more in the game. Is there like a rule set for Greek fire of what to do with it? I'm just curious.
I'd have to look it up. Off the top of my
Okay.
head, I'm not familiar.
I just thought of it, the time and all. Well, either way, I gotta make an investigation check.
Kevin, anyone selling any magical armor or anything like that?
Make an investigation check.
Where is it?
We're not even.
14.
We're not even in the
investigation.
town yet.
No, we're
No,
just outside
never
the
know.
marketplace.
It's kind of like a trade outpost.
Right.
People are trying to take it. You guys get the sense that people are trying to take advantage of like the tradesmen and travelers that are heading towards the Iron games.
Of course they are. 14 on my investigation, DM.
And I got an 11.
You do find.
Oh yeah. Next time we need to do the advantage thing, Grixis.
That's right. Jalapeno, you do find what looks like a some traders from the area from the Nessian Woods and Satessa that are selling some herbs that these herb-like potions that would be used as a common potion of healing.
Okay.
For they have 2 of them, and they are 50 gold apiece. And you do find another trader who is selling a potion that looks to have like this like silvery liquid on the inside. And as he sees you with Grexis, he says, you see your friend here. This potion will make him extra strong. Stronger than any creature he could face. He'd be able to lift and chuck stones like a giant.
I look at Grexis. Are we allowed to use potions in the Ironian games?
I'm not there, so I can't say anything.
Yeah,
Never mind.
and then I kind of lean into him. More importantly, would your god look unfavorably on you if you used the potion in the games?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never used anything like that before.
Good, you shouldn't. The potion shall be for me, because I can sure as hell use it.
He says,
it,
it could be yours for only 500 gold.
I laugh and walk away. Okay, so I will roll persuasion to try to get the potions of healing, like a little discount,
Okay.
and maybe offer them a kiss from the future champion of the Iron games. Or maybe they can sit down while they do a painting together, like a selfie painting. Oh, did it roll? Oh, there it goes.
19.
19, sir.
I would say you could get them for if you buy both of them, they'd be willing to go to 75
Each?
total.
no, total.
Total. Oh, perfect. Done. I'm not even going to check with our leader. I'm just going to say that's it. And, okay.
Now, what about magical armor, Kevin? Did my 11 find anything?
That is a good idea, right? I should just walk around with detect magic on.
Oh, Evan's
Um,
looking.
With your investigation check, you don't really see any people selling armor, weapons. It's mostly like small little trade things, furs and cloaks and
Hey.
stuff like that.
It doesn't hurt for a warrior to ask. That's all I think about.
Okay.
We know.
There is
Alright,
there is one tradesman who's selling a cloak. He says, "If you put on this cloak, it will make you look more like a hero than you could ever imagine. Watch." And he kind of throws over this cloak, and as he puts it on, he kind of like strikes a pose, and you see the cloak begin to like billow on its own, like no wind, just. And then he like strikes another pose, and the cloak begins to do the same thing.
How much for the cloak?
This cloak, 100 gold pieces.
I don't have anything to trade. No, I do not think I need to look more like a hero. But I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too... You know what? I'll get it. I just feel bad for the trader. I'll get the cloak.
Mark down, or you can look it up too. You have a cloak of billowing.
What the heck is a cloak of billowing?
That's just...
It's just a cloak that like supernaturally like will make it look like there's a breeze going through it. So you could like strike a Batman pose anytime you want.
I'm gonna head back. Okay, so I've already marked it down. All right. As we head back, I'm gonna give Ixus a potion, and then I'm gonna give him a cloak to replace the one that was chopped up when he went down 3 times.
Okay.
Ixus, you now have a cloak of billowing, and I want him to find out when he gets into a warrior stance in a fight. That's when his cape will billow, like he doesn't even know. During combat, he billows.
It's gonna like freak him out and distract him.
Like running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail.
Yeah,
or like you know what, like when a cat gets scared and like it jumps. That's what Greg says. Ah!
Yeah, Grexus, you now have a cloak of billowing.
Did you say Grexus or Ixus?
What did you guys hear?
I think it was
Oh, I
Grexus.
thought you said Ixus. Was it
Was
me?
that? I'm sorry, did I say Grexus? Yes, no, Ixus. Sorry.
Ixus.
Ixus.
Yeah, because he already knows it's a cloak of billowing.
Oh, okay.
Grexus is right next to me.
I was with you, yeah.
I mean, it's yours in a sense of like, but I want to kind of freak out Ixus for it. Yeah, so as we're going back, I'm like, do not tell him what this is, Grexus. I want him to find out for himself.
Jalapeno, you're so funny. You do the funniest things sometimes.
I look up at him like, that sounds a lot like sarcasm. Sarcastically.
Sarcastic. Hey, Jalapeno, you see any good-looking girls around here?
Do we see? I mean, Satessa had some. Is that like a Wonder Woman looking girl, Satessa there? All right.
What do you mean like the Satessa trader, like the traders? They were like female centaurs, that were tradesmen. But other than that, they weren't. Yeah.
It depends on how big of a rump you like.
I was thinking more of you. Satire, centaur, almost the same thing, right?
Gracias. I am going to let that pass because you are an ignorant cat. But no, it's not the same. Is Ixus back or Jesse had to go? Is Jesse on mute?
Yeah,
Yes, I am
hear-
on mute.
Oh, there you go. Grex or Ixus, you have a potion of healing track, and also Grexus, give yourself a potion of healing
Oh, thank you.
because I think you said you didn't have any, right?
Yeah, we both.
All right, so I have one, Ixus has one, and Grexus has one. Okay.
Does the
cleric-
Thracian need any? Nah.
He's a cleric.
Yeah.
We could find him one, but we either only had two.
What now?
No, we're just we're trying to see if we needed to get you a potion of healing, but I was like, I don't know. He's a cleric. I don't know if he wants one.
No, I'm fine.
All right, DM, we're heading into Akros.
Wait,
Okay.
it's already nighttime though. Shouldn't we rest before
Oh
we
yeah,
go
we
in?
have the camp. We started the camp. We went to the marketplace at the outpost. All right. Oh, Ixus, you have a cloak of billowing on you, and the next time we're in combat and you get ready to fight, you're gonna notice your cloak's dancing around you.
Okay. All right. I guess it'll activate when I bamf my sword out, my rapier out.
Right? It's gonna do that.
Yeah, you can look it up. It's actually you'll find it like on like in the compendium, I believe, or on like
It was-
online.
Yeah, it's on the compendium.
Yeah.
It's on the compendium. It's funny.
All right.
I like buying useless items.
Like your decanter of endless water.
Yeah, dude, they're awesome.
Dude. Hey, that decanter and endless water, we had some fun with. I'm just saying.
So, with that, you all are easily able to make camp. Is there anything else you all want to accomplish before going to bed?
I'm going to.
Did Mud already help set up the camp? Is there a fire already going?
See, let me roll dice.
See if he did this on his own without us instructing him to.
By the time y'all boot back, there actually is a small little fire going.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Alright.
All right. Mud's doing his job. All right.
I'm going to play my Lear and just kind of chill everybody, give themselves that the proper rest. I don't think we need it. I think we're all full of health, right?
Yeah.
Strong
fine.
rest.
Okay.
Well, if oh no, because damn, outside of the game, how much time do we have until the games actually start? Because I know we said we were coming here early because of the quest that I have to go on. That me and Thracian are doing.
You suspect by the time that you arrive in Akros, you will have about a week.
Mhm. A week? Okay. All right. Cool. All right. Back to game.
All right. So, with that, y'all go to bed. There's no problems while y'all sleeping, so no need for taking watch or anything like that. There's lots of guards and people around. You all awaken the next morning. And the sun, begins to rise. You guys can feel the cold breeze. Actually, when it does get dark, it does get fairly cold at night, being so high in elevation. But you guys stay kind of close to the fire, trying to keep warm. You guys can hear the winds occasionally like blowing dust and dirt into your eyes. The sun begins to rise high into the sky, and there you can see in all its glory, not too far ahead, the police of Akros. You all begin to gather your things and begin heading on your way. As y'all approach, as you all approach, you begin to notice that your the statue, this colossal statue, it's much more massive than you all could have imagined. It seems to be cut from solid granite. This entire statue. Its shield, it has a shield at one side. It seems to be this large, solid bronze shield that reflects the sun and almost kind of blinds your eyes as you all approach. The same thing for its spear tip and this massive helmet that sits on its head with this massive plume on the top. You guys approach as it kind of straddles the entrance into Akros. This large granite staircase leading into the center of the polis. Here, I have a picture for y'all.
Nice.
They have to walk under its balls.
Yep.
I already know that Jalapeno is going to be looking up when we pass underneath it.
Of course, gotta check if it's anatomically correct.
As you guys approach, as you all approach, it seems that it seems to almost like be staring you all down as you all approach and ascend this granite staircase. It kind of gives you like this uneasy feeling, as if it's alive, but it's not, as it just stands still, looking down upon you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a little small sketch as I'm riding the horse. You know what I mean? Just looking up, because by this point, Grexus is walking again.
Yes. You guys do notice that in front of the... I should have mentioned this as y'all are approaching. The front area of Akros, outside the city walls, it is littered and covered in tents and stores and traders and people traveling just all outside the walls of Akros. It's like this huge marketplace. You can hear people shouting, and you can hear the clanging of hammers on anvils. Cling, cling, cling.
As we're going through, I'm gonna start kind of, shouting out, "Make way! Make way! The guide of Tartek swamps and the
Let's
hero of
Open my eyes
Meletis.
and continue riding forward as far
Make way!
as I can.
You see a couple people kind of turn their heads and they're like, look at you. Some of the guards are kind of like, ugh.
I roll my eyes with them, but they can't tell.
A Meletian, or is it a Meletian? Always tells people he's here." So yeah, does anyone not move out of the way? All right.
No, everyone pretty much moves out of the way. There's like a path, almost like a road, like a very just put together dirt path leading to the stairs, where each sides of this encampment kind of sits, kind of almost swallowing it. But there's a path that y'all can walk through with your horses and stuff. As y'all didn't buy a cart at the other outpost, so y'all are approaching in on horseback.
Jalapeno starts singing the song of Thracian. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys need to say it again, but yeah.
Make a performance check, Jalapeno.
Gladly, sir. And I'm going to cast Charm on everybody. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Ooh, not great.
12.
A 12 performance.
I saw a 4 and I was like, oh my god, that's gonna suck.
Yeah, no, I have like +8 on performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you start playing, your playing isn't bad like the music, but as you start to sing, the air is so dry that you you try to sing, it's like, you can't quite get the notes that you would normally hit. But it's not bad, it's just kind of like, it's not your A game.
Right.
Something wrong over there, Jalapeno?
Yes,
You
with
know,
an actress.
Sure.
Yeah. So, as you all approach, The city of Akros, it, like I said, it kind of sits, kind of nestled into this small crack in the cliffs. These large limestone walls that surround the entire place like a fortress. As you guys ascend the granite staircase. On the northwestern side of the polis, there's a large acropolis, a large marble fortress that sits over the rest of the city on the northwestern side. That's the first thing that y'all notice. The second thing y'all notice is that the main road leads down to this large Colosseum-like building that sits in the direct center of the polis. As you guys look, most of the buildings here are made of, various forms of limestone and granite. Not the most best kept, but the Acropolis to the northwest is made of solid, shining marble with red rooftops. These red roof clay tops. As y'all enter the city is hustling and busy. There are tons of people. Let me bring up my little my thing here as y'all are entering into the city.
Bum bum bum. Huh? Oh god, it's loud.
I'll take some time to appreciate the architecture that is completely different from what we're used to and so
Yes.
forth. I mean, the craftsmanship, I kind of take that time as we're riding through.
Here, there's an image of the city for y'all,
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
and hold on, I have a map.
You have a map.
Right.
All right. Oh shit. Okay.
You guys might have to zoom
Yeah,
out.
I guess we should head towards whatever villa or the dignitaries or, the representative, which is the Thracian's mother from Malatis, would be staying. I guess nowhere important on the map that needs to be DM, but that's where I guess we'll head first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm guessing the games are gonna be taking place on number 6, 7, and
three.
5.
Number 3, I think.
Probably the Colosseum.
Yeah, as you guys kind of
Oh.
enter the city, the main part of the city of the polis is packed. Hundreds, even thousands of people are swarming the streets. People kind of running by. It's kind of like a couple times you guys kind of get bumped in the shoulder as people kind of run past. It seems that all the major roads in the main central part of this polis all lead directly to this Colosseum-like building in the center. Massive building. Jalapenos, you kind of like ask around at a couple people like where to be stayed. It's chaos right now. You find out that most people of like higher political power, especially in within the politics of Akros, you're referred to as the Lektoi, which is kind of like this higher class of people. They all stay in the what's called the Kolophon, which is the Acropolis of the city. Everyone else kind of the serfs and everyone else kind of below them stay in the lower part of the polis at various shops and stores. Axe, you're muted, I believe.
Yeah, we're heading northwest towards the Colophon, then number 6 or 7. Yeah, I think it's number 6. Right?
Yeah. Actually, let me bring up. I switched you all over to the map. Oh, okay. Yeah, number 6 would be the Kolophon, the northwestern Acropolis of the city. As you all pass by, you guys kind of have to go through the center of the city to make your way up there, like towards the Colosseum. You notice that this is the hub, the center of business and trade in the city. Most of them selling like athletic supplies and weapons and armories. You can hear the the clinging of a blacksmith shop not too far away in the distance. As y'all kind of make your way to the western part of the city and towards the Colophon, there are numerous guards that sit at the front of the Colophon. You kind of like have heard of these people. They're known as the Oromai. These are the you can kind of think of them as like the royal guards of Akros. These are kind of like the people that protect the highest class society of Akros, almost like the elite of the elite soldiers here in Akros, wearing very, very ornate bronze armor with huge plumes on top of their head, on their helmets. A couple of them bigger than others. You kind of assume those are guard captains. It says, "Hello, what is your business here?"
I guess I walk forward with the crest and documentation of Tricia's mother. Fala Peña Milagros, good sir. And I kind of do this bow, and I hand him the paperwork. We are bringing the
He like
noble
snatches the
woman
paperwork
from-
out of your hand.
Yes, of course. We're bringing the noble woman from Meletis to her villa. And we are preparing for our champion for the Iran Games.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
Yes, sir. $19.
Nice.
Only lectoi are allowed within the colophon. But for these weeks ahead, we have been allowing some political figures have been staying up in the villas in the colophon. Your paperwork seems to check out. I will have a couple of guards escort you to your place of stay.
Thank you, my good friend. And tell me, who are you going for the Iran Games?
Well, you ask me. My money is in Aristobulus, the champion of Akros.
Aristobulus. How do you spell that?
Aristobulus.
Aristo Bulus.
Ah, that's good. Let me introduce you to Grexus, the champion of Meletis.
He kind of looks up Grexus up and down.
I believe he may surprise you, but I ask, I am searching for Brasidas from the Akman Zanbal here in Akros. Is he down towards the bottom?
Yes, you can find his shop near the Temple Triumph.
Thank you, good sir. Kind of waiting for the rest of the guards to show up.
At this point, yeah, there's a couple of more Oromai that come in, about 5 of them that come down to escort you all.
Cool. And I still have some... No. Okay, that's it. Okay, I follow on.
Yeah. And also, side note, as you all are like kind of getting your bearings in this hectic town, this hectic polis, you notice there are numerous statues of not gods, but men. Various warriors holding large spears. As you all were approaching the inner gates of the city, towards the Temple of Triumph, which you all now know is the name of the Colosseum in the center of the city, there was a line of statues of various ethnicities, most of them human. There was like one minotaur, but that one had been kind of like broken and not well kept. Each of them, y'all notice as the previous winners of the Rowan Games. And then there was one unfinished statue, just one marble block that sits at the very end of this row of statues leading towards the
nice.
Temple of Triumph. Unfinished.
Do there appear to be some like guards or like craftsmen?
There were craftsmen and numerous guards.
No, like the ones who are like near the statue that is kind of just a block right now.
Yes.
Unfinished.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk up to them. I'm gonna pull Grexus, or urge them with me, and I'm gonna kind of get the attention of the craftsmen who are working on this blank thing.
Oh,
and say,
yeah, and they're not really.
Not when you're working on it, but the ones who are supposed to around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I kind of motion to Grexus and say, please take as much detail as you can from the champion so that you may represent him and his look properly with this statue at the end of the games.
And I kind of strike a pose, and I turn around.
See, don't you wish you had the cloak of billowing?
Oh, we should have got.
Right? I can see that just reminds me of what's the name of that movie? Night in the Museum, where the Atlas dude, he's there sitting there and he's like boom boom firepower.
Yeah. Night Museum. And so
I make a little joke like that about it.
Make
these statues.
I was say make a general charisma check as you're doing this, Jalapeno. And Grexus, make a performance check as you're striking a pose.
Charisma's 18.
18. You see a couple of the craftsmen are like,
don't mess it up.
their mind starts thinking about the inspiration of Grexus's poses and begin thinking, imagining what kind of a statue they can erect in his honor. You see some of the crowd begins to take notice, and they begin like start whispering to each other, kind of nodding their heads. There's a couple of guards are still kind of. A couple of the guards are like nodding with them, and other ones are just kind of stout and like. But seem to be gathering some kind of attention.
Good poses. The stronger you look, the greater.
Wow.
What did I get?
Performance 22, bro.
22.
Yeah, it's you seem to be attracting a little bit of a crowd. Some wandering eyes are kind of starting to look over at Grexus.
It is exactly at this moment, DM, I wish to go and pursue that quest myself that I told you I was going to do for the team.
Okay.
Now that the purse is going to be this big, the attention's this big, you know what I mean?
Okay.
That's when I make my mark.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Without trouble, we're shown where you were gonna stay. As y'all notice, it is a little quieter up at the Acropolis. You can still hear the echoes of the people down below and the sounds of the police below. But the architecture is much different. You can tell like the grass and the shrubbery is much more well kept. The buildings are of beautiful marble with white veins or gray veins that kind of encircle them. Beautiful statues of long lost heroes and other gods. There are a couple temples that y'all notice. There's temples to Iroas and shrines and statues of Iroas. There is a temple to Heliod, and there's also a large atrium-like temple to Keranos with a open ceiling that kind of just stares out into the sky, a little bit on a rocky cliff. As you all see, this temple, as you guys pass by, it has it's made of solid white marble, but instead of the gray vines that you see in marble, it is gold like lightning that kind of strikes across the marble all the way through the top.
I'm gonna lead Grexus to number 4, the Temple of Eros,
Okay.
the one that's kind of a little bit to the top right-hand corner.
Yes.
I'm gonna take him up those stairs to there so he can, have some time with his god.
Yes.
Because
This
I
is
don't want him to fail.
yeah, and this is a large Parthenon-like building. Kind of surrounded by these large, thick marble columns. There's a large statue of Iroas, kind of standing guard at the front of it. What do y'all like to do?
I'm gonna wait outside for Grexus. This is not my thing. I mean, I'm just gonna wait outside. My focus is getting the whole quest done for the team here in Akros. Getting him to pray to Eros so he doesn't offend his god, because Grexus is absent-minded sometimes about things like that.
Grexus kneels down and he starts to pray. And he says, was it Eros? Am I saying it correctly?
Erois.
Arrows.
Eros.
Heroic.
Okay. Eros, give me the strength and power to be able to compete in this competition at the highest level and to represent you and to honor you. I will do my very best. Thank you.
Make a religion check, Grexus.
Uh-oh. Right.
Come on.
Religion check. And go. Oh! Jeez. I threw a
Jeez.
2.
It seems
You're
seems utterly silent in this temple.
too whiny, Grexus.
Oh.
Yeah.
My God does not hear me.
And it seems there are numerous people doing the exact same thing that Grexus is doing, on their knees praying for strength from Iroas. There's a few soldiers.
I walk up to Grexus, put my hand on his shoulders. Perhaps do not pray for the god to give you strength, but perhaps pray that you will give him pride with your glory today. Do not ask anything from your god. Tell your god what you're going to do for him tomorrow. And I kind of grab his face, like tugging on his tuft of his fur to get him angry.
On his mane.
Is your god the one that likes kitty cats? And then I'm gonna kind of back up because I don't want him to bite me.
Was that a bardic? Was that a bardic inspiration?
Yes, sure.
That sounded like a bardic
Yeah,
inspiration.
that's a good idea. I'll do a bardic inspiration for that. There we go. I didn't think of that.
That was a very forceful bardic inspiration.
Okay, so
Don't
I
start
just
in front of me.
I kind of let out a roar. Just, roar!
Oh, use your power. Use your power. Make some people run away.
Heroes.
You definitely scared off a few people.
I will be your champion. I will make you so proud of me tomorrow. And in the I don't know, is it tomorrow already?
It's next week, I think.
It's about a week
That's
away.
next week.
I will make you so proud of me next week. Follow, watch me and what I do. I will represent you and show the world your power.
All right, make a religion
And
check.
at that point,
And
I
add
jump in with the leer and go like a heavy metal thing. Goes shing.
Bang!
All right, religion check. Here we
Yeah.
go.
I'll say do this at advantage. And add the bardic inspiration.
Wait a minute. I gotta do it at advantage. How do I do that then? I gotta go for my regular thing, right?
You have to go to the character sheet.
Okay, hold on. Let me go to my character sheet. Oh, I am at advantage. What?
It's because you weren't
Oh, I
rolling.
don't-
You weren't rolling from your character sheet. You got to roll from your character sheet.
Okay, advantage, religion. There we go.
20.
20 plus some
Plus-
bardic inspiration.
Yeah,
Add a
add the
D6.
bardic inspiration. A D6. Come on, ice cream.
2.
22.
When
Alright,
when you're
22.
when your roar and your pride echoes through this chamber, everyone kind of ducks their heads at the fear that you kind of instilled into their minds. You feel this warmth come across you, and it almost feels like your muscles tense up for a second, gripping your weapons and your shield at your side. Your biceps kind of flex, and as everything begins to relax, your arms feel a little sore, and you can't quite understand it. But your strength score goes up +1.
Oh, nice.
Is that permanent?
I will go ahead, DM. While that's going on, I will start proclaiming to people to come and pay 2 silver to place their hands and touch the champion of Melitis. Kind of like how the Greeks and Romans believed about the gladiators and touching them and everything. And so I start selling a bit of Grexus's body for 2 silver piece for
Okay.
touch.
Make
Wait
a
a minute. What part am I on?
make
Hold
a
on.
make a performance check, Jalapeno,
Oh,
as you're shouting in front of the streets,
this is the wrong one.
in front of the temple of Iroas.
See, I did persuasion instead of performance. 24.
Yeah, and as you guys start shouting after Grexus let out this roar, you see a couple people, even a couple Crowan soldiers, lower class Crowan soldiers coming and like touching, kind of petting the mane on Grexus and kind of, trying to capture some of the strength that he has been obviously blessed with by Oroas.
I turn to him. Do not bite any of them.
Perno.
500 silver? Yeah, we got 500 silver.
How much? You're saying 5 silver each?
2 silver. But yeah, 5. I'll take 5.
Jalapeno. I like to be groomed, but usually by a Leonin female.
Yes. But we are militia. We're here to make money, as well as entertain, as well as to prove that we are the champion of Theros.
But some of these people have dirty hands. I saw them picking their noses and wiping their butts.
I kind of snap at him. Grexus, you are always filthy. Do not complain about this now.
Jalapeno, you
I'm
make
not.
20
I
silver.
started licking the back of my palm.
20 silver. All right, that's cool. You had 10 random people touch you all day, Grexus. Yeah. Not only were you inspired, but we made some money, Grexus.
I feel like a whore.
Yes, but not every whore can make 20 silver by simply roaring.
He's got a point.
Whore?
Yeah. So I guess I don't mind taking Grexus with me on the registration portion, but I figured Lane and they're doing their quest, right? Or are they with us?
We are not with you.
Okay, because I was wondering if a Thracian would like me doing all that. I was wondering why he wasn't getting mad at me.
I have no clue what's going on.
Okay, so if you want to take some time with them for DM, because Grexus and I kind of took a little time already.
All right. What would you all like to do as you guys are in the hectic and rustling polis of Akros?
Locate a shrine of Erebos.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Are we taking
No.
Xenon with us?
Actually, yeah. Yeah, no, he's tagging along. Come on.
No! Murderers!
Kill him.
Hey, y'all, you
Yeah.
didn't take him with you. You had like an hour of freaking gameplay, and you didn't take him with you.
I completely forgot to not leave him.
Okay,
come
so
on, we must go do something. Jesse, what's your investigation score at?
+2.
Okay, we can just both roll. Or, no, you roll with advantage and I'm gonna hit him with guidance.
17. Okay, D4. Sorry.
There you go. 18.
18.
You all spend the better part of an hour going around the city, bumping into people, checking around back corners. Y'all don't find a single shrine to Erebos. Lots of shrines to Aurorus. A couple hidden ones to Mogus, but not a shrine to Erebos.
I'll try and find one to Theros.
Make another investigation check.
I'm gonna help you. Do it at advantage.
Okay.
19.
19. Same deal. You get the sense that there's not gods that are favored really here in the city, and you guys spend a good amount of time, about an hour and a half, searching. Even like talking to a few people and asking them around and seeing what they know. You know, not a god that's very welcomed in these parts.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, Grixis, I found that super powerful, the name of that super powerful weaponsmith in Akros. We're gonna go see him later.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. I'm still licking my paws, trying to make myself look cleaner.
So it says we have a couple options.
Can't believe they don't have temples of our gods here.
I can
You
believe
can't.
that they don't.
Okay.
Also,
I know
another
we're supposed to.
another thing you all notice as you guys are searching around, there are lots of humans in Akros. Very rarely will you see other people, other races. You know, you see the occasional satyr and centaur, maybe one or two minotaurs, but even then they're kind of like looked at very, very strangely. People kind of go on the other side of the street when they see a minotaur walking down. But you get the sense that it is mostly human here. So you guys kind of fit in pretty well, but yes.
Yeah, Grixis and I totally fit in.
Yeah.
We have an option. I don't know how well it will work. We could go to a temple of Heliod and either A, see if it sparks a reaction from the boy, or B, ask one of their clerics to speak.
To the boy.
No, to Heliod.
Okay, I mean that's basically
But-
all we can do.
If we do that, and we realize that
That's
Heliod,
right.
they will attempt to interfere.
Yeah. Fuck. And we're supposed to come here to find this boy, anyways. Not specifically Mud, but I'm not saying it is him or not. I mean, I guess we could go.
Let us go to the Temple of Heliod.
Yeah. I mean,
We will have the boy pray.
yeah. Okay. I am down for that.
We head for the Temple of Heliod.
Okay. Do me a favor, y'all. One of y'all roll me a d20.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Lane. 17.
17:30.
Actually, I'm sorry, a D10.
Seven. Still pretty good on both.
You hear a couple rumors as people are talking within the city and pass by, of people talking about these the centaurs in the fairies' lands to the southeast have become emboldened. While they have always represented a threat to lone travelers or settlers, reports have come back of centaurs frequently ambushing squads of Alamon, which are a form of Strations, a form of soldiers of Akros that tend to protect the outer lands of Akros,
And this is to the north or to the south?
the southeast. Closer to like the Nessian woods and like if people were heading from Setessa towards Akros.
Uh huh. Okay.
The wars are not a problem. We just need to finish here and leave.
So, do we find a temple?
Yeah, as you guys saw at the colophon on the Acropolis of Akros, there is a few temples. One of the more prominent ones being a temple to Heliod, a temple to Karanos, and a temple to Iroas up there, like a large statue of Iroas. Y'all can, approach the which temple you'd like, or the temple of Heliod if you like. And, there are numerous people standing around it praying. You see a couple priests in very elegant-looking white robes with golden sashes, kind of these gold clamps on the one shoulder.
Should we go to the temple of Heliod, or should we go to one of the other ones?
No, this is where we need to go.
Alright. Because if they're priests, see it, and all that kind of stuff, like... Well, we'll go.
There's
Come
not
on,
much
go.
we can do.
Yeah.
So, as you approach, y'all talking to one of the priests.
No, we're gonna go to the, I guess, statue, altar, whatever it may be.
Okay. Iroas. Okay.
No, of Heliod.
Heliod.
Well, the statue of Heliod is at the temple to Heliod. Sorry, I kind of misspoke. There isn't a temple to Iroas in the Acropolis. That's kind of like where the big temple is, down in the center of the city. Instead of a temple to Iroas, it's just a big statue where there's a lot of people praying. The other two are temples. There's a temple to Karanos and a temple to Heliod.
Yeah, that's what we're going for. We're going for the Temple of Heliod.
Okay.
I don't know if there's like an altar or just a statue there.
Yeah, it's much like a Parthenon-like building, very square, rectangular, surrounded by these large marble pillars. Standing inside the Parthenon is a large, erect statue of Heliod, it's kind of standing, looking off into one direction with a large spear in one hand.
Okay. Gonna go up to the altar.
Yeah.
Do something for me.
Okay.
I'd like you to offer prayers to Heliod for safety and safeguard.
Why?
Do you not...
Because one of us must, but I do not follow Heliod and he will not answer to me. But it is traditional for us, for travelers, to pray to the sun god.
I'd like to remind Bud that he was told just to listen to him and never ask why.
Okay.
Do you have like a detect magic or anything, Lane?
Oh, what?
Do you have like detect magic or anything like that, Lane?
I mean, yeah.
He says,
I would say you should cast it.
he says, I don't really pray or follow gods, but I can if you like.
Or just kind of try and help him through, like, basic prayer.
Okay. He kind of gets down on his knees and closes his eyes and says, Mr. Sun Guy.
While he's doing that,
Please
cast
shine your eternal brightness on my new friends. I really like them. I don't want them to go away. Amen?
Well, I don't suppose there's angels singing in the sky as a great sign, is there?
You do detect magic, or what are you doing?
Detect magic. As he's praying.
You don't notice anything.
Okay.
There's gotta be a way around asking the fucking priests.
Great. They're gonna think I'm a
And
liar
I-
now when they didn't see anything.
And as you say that,
Right.
you hear, brothers, sisters,
Oh, shit.
welcome. How about you over there? Newfound brothers. I'd like to welcome you
Shit.
to the temple of Heliod. May his light shine ever bright upon your souls.
Bright upon your souls.
No, don't do that. Hang on. Computer's acting up.
Is he like, is this person talking like close by?
He's approaching.
Across the room?
He's approaching.
Oh
I
shit.
just just give Ixus a look and kind of just step forward. Thank you.
I'm gonna grab the boy. I'm gonna grab the boy off his knees and put him behind me, like to the side, off to the side.
Fuck you, Heart.
Oh, okay, well then, never mind.
Welcome. What brings you here? From the look of it, you all don't look from around here. Can I guess that you all are here for the Iroan Games?
Yes, representatives of Melodies.
That is great.
We're just bringing the boy here,
Oh,
my younger brother.
starting him off
is-
young. That's a great thing.
Yes, he is attempting to.
I was about his age
offer
when I
his
found
first
Heliod.
prayers. Perhaps you could coach him through some prayers.
Oh,
Show him the proper way of worship. I do not worship Heliod myself, but he has shown interest in.
oh. One not need worship. His light shines every day, every morning. We are blessed by his grace.
Out of character, this pretentious fuck is pissing me off. Continue.
We are blessed by his warmth. It encircles all of us, even to those who don't seek it. Young boy, you have a very bright future ahead of you. And an even brighter one, with Heliod's light shining upon you. Do not fret.
Just kind of kick mud. Like, give him a, not hard, but like a nudge.
Like,
He says, do not worry. Heliod accepts all forms of praise. As long as we bask in his glory, his lights will shine bright upon us.
Okay. Is your detect magic still up?
You don't notice anything.
I don't know.
You do notice like this similar to Jalapeno's story. You do feel like this sense of the Nyx entwined with the presence that is Sinon, but it hasn't seemed to change in any way since y'all been here. He says, please, I must humbly ask, we must always keep our temple in its beautiful, shining light as a beacon for the city. But we cannot do this without compensation. Would you be willing to donate any kind of funds for the upkeep of this amazing facility?
Perhaps, but I guess as a I'm not good with words. I might be willing to, but could you perhaps do I don't know, I'm not the best with religion and all, but a reading or a divine...
Basically, you're asking for
divination to see the boy's path, perhaps his future, where the road he is on. I don't know.
He says, I can try and see what knowledge Heliod would bless upon us. However, this is not my specialty. I would recommend you speak with Queen Saimidi.
another person.
She is an
Oh,
oracle.
it's a fucking queen.
Our beloved queen is an oracle of Koranos. She has eyes that dwell far greater than anyone I have ever met.
And where would she be located at?
Right across from you guys.
Yeah, man.
Palace.
In the palace.
Um,
Oh, but please let me go with you. I want to meet the queen.
Yeah, I don't want you to be there when I kill the kid, though.
well, King.
Look at Max's face.
He says, well, she's not often seen in public. She spends most of her days in the palace. But every once in a while, she comes and does a reading for our people at the temple to Koranos that was made in her honor.
Do you know if she will be doing such a thing soon? Say, before the Iron Games?
Who knows? Koranos' inspiration is quite frantic and unpredictable. She seems whenever it seems to be in the moment, or lots of times when there's a thunderstorm, as quite often when she would be seen in the temple to Koranos. But I haven't seen her since her last reading. Sometimes I see.
When was that?
Oh, how long ago? 8 or
Well, that
9.
would be the same.
That'd be 8 or 9 months ago.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, would that be the same storm that we went through with when Grexus ran into his god, basically, or
Probably not.
No, that was only a few
We're
days
not.
ago.
8 months ago, we gotta go find her, guys.
you're not there? Shut up.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
but I'm a little cricket right on your shoulder. You know that your imagination.
A little poof.
Hey, Jiminy.
a little satyr on your shoulder.
I piss it off and headbutt me.
There's a metagaming pigeon that flies by.
Don't kill the boy! Don't kill the boy!
Well, thank you for the information. I only have about 2 gold, sadly. The trip was very taxing for us. Quite a little, sadly.
Oh,
Kind of hand him 2 gold for donation.
any donation is for Heliod is a basement in his glory. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on,
I'm
let me
gonna
go.
pick up Mud and leave.
Where are we going? Right back to where everyone's at?
And so, as you all leave the Temple of Heliod, we're gonna take a break.
Yay! I can go potty now.
Yeah.
And so with that, thank you everybody. We are going to take a quick 10-minute break, and we'll be right back in the heart of this city. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
All right, and we are back. We've got our star casts ready to go. Max is heading on his way back. Oh, Max is here. Never mind. Let me turn back your cam on. All right, you're good. So, you all, I guess you all gather around as you all meet back up after going on your various trips around a temple of triumph in the city, the heart of the polis here in Akros.
Okay, I'm gonna notice Sinon still alive with them and smile. Hey, Sinon, how are you doing today, my friend?
Wait, did you just call him by his name?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does
Alright,
he
well-
not answer?
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and crouch down and take one of the 20 silver. I'm gonna give one to Sinon or
Okay.
Mud, and I say, "Here, so you can get yourself something sweet if there is anything sweet around here. Do not stray too far. Stay with us, but if you find something you like, let us know, and you can stop and get something."
All right.
We need to. Can I look at final opinion? We need to speak with the queen.
Oh, now you are talking like the man that I wish that you were talking. Now tell me, do you wish to bed her or marry her? I mean, let me know whichever, and I will make it happen for you, my brother.
Neither. We need an audience. She's an oracle,
She's an oracle.
and if she can tell me the information, if anybody can tell me the information I need to know, it will be her.
Of course. I wonder, brother, do you know that we are militia?
No, I must have forgotten.
I just wish to know because you do know that Akros does not really like us, right? They don't like the fact that we are smarter, that we are more organized, and we are more pious.
Because you speak like that.
I thought I was speaking the truth.
Yes, well,
I will
nice
see,
lie is sometimes better.
I will see what I can do. And I start walking towards the Temple of Triumph.
Okay.
And like
Instead of the palace.
oh yeah. The place in the front where like it looks like an office where they're taking names, registrations, and so forth.
Yep, there is one of those right in front. And you can actually see through it. There's these large, big archways, kind of like the Colosseum in Rome. You can see through down the center, and you see like a group of people inside. They seem to be training and practicing for the upcoming games. There is a small desk, kind of taking people's entries into the competition.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to one of the tables and which games of gladiatorial might are you having today?
Oh, today there's no.
Sorry. Yeah, like is there like a week of games before the Euronian games? I guess.
There's various competitions that are always being held, and various events. Right now, we kind of have had the stadium open for people to enter and just practice on their own. So there's no scheduled events for the week. But I'm sure there's more than enough people in there willing to scrap together to fight.
I see.
What kind of
And tell me,
are you? What kind of fights are you looking for?
well, I wish to find something that is grand enough to get us an audience with the queen.
You won't want the fight that I'd be offering.
We will fight whatever fight shall get us an audience with the queen. We bring the champion of Melatis, who's going to win the Ironian Games.
Oh god.
I'm saying that with complete confidence.
I don't know if you're looking.
kind
If,
of put my arms by my head and flex.
I know where you can find a fight, but if you're looking for a place to get an audience with the Queen, it might not give you what you want.
Well, that is what we need. It is, of course, for the Queen's good, but we do need an audience with her. I kind of
Have you
reach
tried?
into my,
Have you tried knocking
reach
on
in-
her door?
I reach into the bag of holding, and I kind of show him one of the masks. The returned,
Kinda
not the gold plate ones, you know.
Kinda
There
look-
is a plague.
Looks
There
down
is a
at it.
plague, and there's a plague in this land, and we have reason to believe that our path in our quest to rid us of this evil has led us here, and we must speak with the Queen. But I am Alicia, kind of showing my colors. I know that you all have different ways of doing things, different means of what it causes worth to speak with the Queen. We don't want to presume, at least I don't, to simply walk to her door.
Well, if I have to be honest, people don't really speak to the Queen. She's kind of just kept in the palace. I've myself have only laid my eyes upon that beauty once a year at the games, kind of from afar as she's in her box. See, I just run the front desk here. I don't have any political power.
No. I'm not seeking advice on political power. I mean, I wish to know what we can do, a gesture of great strength to get the Queen's attention.
If you want to talk to the Queen, you have to go through the King. King Ankos rules all here in the polis.
Very well. Then I should go and seek audience with the King.
But once again, if you're looking for a fight, kind of like looks around at making sure there's no guards. I can tell you where to go.
Then tell me.
Kind of check out the Ram's Forge. You might find what you're looking for there.
Toss him 2 silver,
Takes it.
and I start walking back to Thracian.
Yeah. Station, you see a jalapeno walk up to you, kind of, or hop over to you.
So we have a choice, my brother. We can either go seek audience with the king, or go to the Ram's Forge, where, I quote, we will find what we're looking for.
No, I'm loath to find out what he thinks we are looking for and what we are actually looking for are two different things.
Yes, but it could still be fun.
If we were here for fun,
Very well. Then I shall take Grexus, and if you wish to follow, I will go attempt to get audience with the king.
we will all go.
Okay, we're gonna head towards the palace.
Colophon.
Looking at the Colophon where the palace is, the monarch's palace.
Yes. Number 7 on y'all's map.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why do I see Grexus's token up there?
I don't know. Grexus has been messing around, going all over the city.
I'm there. I'm in 7.
He started off in the mountains down here at the south, and then just went through the city.
I'm in exploring.
Yeah, as you'll approach, standing in front of the palace is a massive statue of the centaur god Theros, kind of standing guard in front of the palace. You see numerous guards standing at the front. Each of them what seems like some kind of animal crest on their shields. Various crests. You see like bulls and rams, mostly rams. You see. Let me double check on this before I mess up. La li la li la. Yes, ram, lions, horses, boar, badgers, bulls, or a hart. You kind of realize that these are the symbol of the Lectoi, which is the various like ruling families, you could say, in Akrois. Some kind of like the higher end class political figures here. And kind of talking around, you kind of get the sense that hearing people talk that King Ankos and any king, all the previous kings of Akros descend from the Lectoi, the ruling class of Akros. And that the ram on the front of the shield of these Akroan soldiers is the symbol of Electus, the first king of Akros. Many of them have their hair even braided into the shape of a ram's horns, almost kind of like Jalapeno. Others wear these large plume helmets. As y'all approach, there are going to be guards that stop you at the front, entering into the palace. So what would you all like to do?
I stop and I bow. May I speak to the highest rank of you?
What's your purpose?
I am Jalapeno Milagros of Melodies. I come with the guide of Tartix. We have been placed upon a path by the gods. And we work to strike the world of evil as well as come to enjoy the many games that your countryside has to offer during the Iranian week. But we must seek an audience with the king and queen. It is of great importance. Therefore, I do not wish to bother you if it is not of greatly your business, but if someone of higher rank than yourself can speak and accommodate us.
Let me get Elpenor. He is the polemarch.
Of course. Of course.
He will handle it, yeah. And he kind of...
I'm gonna kind of crouch down and wipe the gold off my hoofs a little bit, you know what I mean? Make sure I look nice.
Mm-hmm. Everyone, you all are with him, right? You guys all came together?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He goes back, and about 10 minutes later or so, he comes back with another man who, most of the plumes on the top of your shoulders' heads kind of go like this way, like a horn like this. But his plume kind of goes like out like this. It's much more grandiose than the other ones. Very shining bronze armor, very ornate. On one pauldron, it seems like the head of a ram, and holding a very large bronze shield and a very large bronze spear as he kind of approaches. Kind of looks upon Jalapeno.
A bow.
What is your purpose here, Satyr?
I am Jalapeno Milagros of Melodies, and I come with the guide of Tartix. As I mentioned, we are beset on a grand quest by the gods, and our path has led us here, and we must speak audience with the king and, if possible, the queen, for we need her sight.
I can see the king has been very busy with the own games around the corner, and the queen is with child, so getting an audience with her might be very difficult.
I kind of reach into the bag of holding and I kind of show the mask of the returned again.
Kind of looks down.
We have been beset every day since we have left Melatis by these servants of Phoenix seeking to stop us from this quest. So trust me when I believe I would not seek the audience of the king and queen merely to bless them and wish them a good day. These, I fear, may also be to save any troubles that might come to Akros. What
Right.
better time for some evil to happen than when the population is so here and gathered, and you guards are going to be overwhelmed.
Make a persuasion check at advantage.
Guidance.
And I've been
Kind of
guided.
pat his shoulder. Kind of step forward. 30, 20.
So
20.
20.
He says, "All right, the king won't want to hear this." Begin escorting you all into the main palace here in Akros.
Look back at Iteration and go, yeah, like a wink and a thumbs up.
And he says, "Oh, hold on. Yeah. You guys aren't by the blacksmith anymore."
That's it, right? It was guards training. The queen is with child, you say?
Yes.
By the grace of Ifara, then. That is wonderful news. It explains why she has not been seen in so many months.
Exactly. Yes, she's due any day now, actually. From what the flame speakers say.
That is quite ominous. I am sorry, I do not wish to.
Lane's face.
Kevin knows what I know now.
Yeah. I do not wish
Please
to
let
alarm
me
you.
be
It is
wrong.
simply the days that have come to us. I have been quite afraid for Theros, may I say. Do you know much of the returned? I'm asking as we're talking.
No, I just know that they're terrible creatures from the underworld that plague the lands southwest of Akros and Adunos.
And imagine if this returned had the power to raise Phoenix and bring him onto this world. Would that be something you would be wary of?
Yes, but right now our greatest threat is from the north. Those foul minotaurs of Scophos.
Minotaurs? I know that you have always been at war with it, but I figured by these days it had calmed down some.
Yeah, right. And as y'all begin to get closer, you start hearing what sounds like shouting coming from the chamber that y'all are approaching, which you guys assume is the throne room. What did you want to say, Jalapeno?
Well, if there is ever any need that you will have of us while we are here, know that we are friends and allies of Akros. That's why I'm talking, Lane.
For now.
No problem. As you start guys hearing, where the fuck did you find those malacas? Tell me, how many in the number? Ugh. I want every one of those Malakas slain. I will not
And
let
I look back.
I will not let Mogish's hands grip around this police.
I look back at Thracian. Do you think when he says Malakas, he's referring to Ixus?
And as you guys enter, there's a not a large chamber, probably like a medium-sized throne room, very dimly lit. There are a few braziers that kind of light up the central chamber. This long red and gold carpet that kind of drapes across the middle to a throne at the end. These large columns that hold up the ceiling. There are many paintings and murals of Iroas kind of at this everlasting battle with Mogis painted across the walls. You can see like carved into some of the sculptures, similar reliefs of Iroas at battle with Mogis. You see a couple figures in the room. You see a couple other, what looks like you would guess polemarchs, as they have very similar armor to Elpenor next to you. And you see one man kind of standing on this dais where the throne is, kind of shouting down upon them as he kind of looks up as you all enter the room. I don't need any intrusions now. I have minotaurs on my doorstep. What is so important that you must intrude at my war meeting?
We bring grave and hopefully good news, my king.
Kind of looks at the cross of you. And as you all enter, you see Elpenor gets down on one knee and bows in front of the king. Kind of one arm over his chest.
I kind of like take cue from Elpenor and being a student of etiquette, kind of imitate and emulate.
I don't imitate when I do an
Right. So then, at that point, I am going to not take the. I think Thracian has a mask of various, but slide. I'm gonna put one of the funeral masks in front, and say it started many weeks ago, your king, when we were beset upon returned chasing one of their own. We have come across a great, it seems, plan by a cult following the ways of Phoenix. They wish to raise him, to bring him to our realm, for lack of better description. On our way from Meletis to Akros to petition the great cities of this omen and ominous action of this cult, as well as participate in the Aronian games. We felt it only prudent to warn you, my king, since during these times you are at your weakest because there are so many people for your guards. I look back at Thracian and I kind of whisper, "Do I mention the boy?" I guess Thracian didn't hear me.
No, I said no.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
You're a little quiet.
Yeah, you're a little quiet on your mic.
Which one did I roll, GM?
Roll just a general charisma check.
General charisma check. Wow, it went from a 20 to a 2. General charisma 7.
This.
I mean, could it be persuasion?
Well, he's not quite persuading him of anything yet. He says, appreciate the thought, Satyr. But I'm afraid I have much more important things to deal with right now than the omens of the gods.
Then allow us to help you with these troubles so that we may prove our worth. And we do not come to waste your time, King.
If you're wanting to prove your worth, you must prove your worth like every other Akroan dreams of and compete in the games.
And then I kind of bow my head I say. Very well. But if you need assistance with the Minotaurs in Scophos, we are here to assist. I point at Thracian. This is the guide of Darkness. I am sure by now the lands have heard of him and his deeds.
Calling me that in front of people.
Because it's better than using your name. We have served the countries and many polis of Theros. And again, we come in service, not in request. Or not to request things of you.
So you're Mystios.
We were Mystios, but it seems that we have been hired by the gods. We do not know who has set us upon to stop this quest yet, but I believe Ifara is always with me. And we must, I ask in solemn humility, we need the sight of your wife for...
You see, as soon as you mention that, his face goes from like curious to stern and angry.
And I kind of I gauge that because we know of no other who can tell us the will of the gods. And I cannot tell you enough in express that I am certain that the gods are responsible for this. And for us being here.
Well, I don't... As far as you all have been here, I'm sure you have heard that my wife is with child. She is to bless me with an heir to this throne. A champion in front of Iroas himself.
Then I do not know what else to do, my king. For I fear that without your wife's sights and wisdom, that this evil would just grow stronger and we will be too late.
Make a persuasion check.
While he's doing that, with everything,
While he is doing that, natural 20, 26.
yeah,
We'll get to that natural 20 in just a little bit.
After hearing about the child being born and all that kind of stuff, the queen being on being with child and about to give birth, do I look? I'm looking at the king. Do I recognize like the body parts that I saw in that vision?
It is very familiar.
Oh fuck. Okay.
You remember seeing this face in the mirror as you look at it.
Okay.
By the way, this king has kind of short hair on top, short curly hair, this long, like thick beard that kind of comes to a point down here, this chest. Very ornate, decorative armor on him. This long red cape with seems like patches of like wolf fur on over one shoulder. And he says to Jalapeno, it's like, fine. If you so Mystios. And he kind of, I'll allow you to see her. But you, pointing at the satyr, you will accompany us during the Iroan Games. You have a way of, you're very persuasive with your words. I could use you.
I look at Thracian and I just bow my head. It would be an honor to speak at the request of the king.
Jalapeno, did you see my thing?
Oh wow, that is true. I forgot your what is it called? Those nurses that would go deliver babies back in the old days. Midwife. Yeah.
Yeah. Make that shit up. I don't know.
Work it in. Work it in. Work it in.
I kind
Hang-
of motion
on.
to Atration. May I recommend my brother, Atresh? Oh, the guy that Tartix, cleric of Atreus, blessed and has assisted with many births and blessings.
Just gotta bow.
And don't forget, he's got all those funerary masks hanging from his waist.
Yeah.
And I look blind.
Yeah.
White eyes.
The general mysterious appearance of a seemingly blind man.
I'm gonna have to make an additional persuasion check on that
Persuasion?
one.
Yeah, that's fine. I suspect.
Lane.
No, I suspect
Lane.
it's much DM.
Yeah. Lane, did I tell you about my dream?
22.
I vaguely remember it. I'll
With
get
the
back
king?
with you. Yeah, I'll get back with you on
Okay. Okay. Because I'm working through stuff right now, and I'm like, ah.
that.
Okay.
Oh, believe me, I worked through it the second he said she's giving birth in 3 days.
Okay. Yeah. So.
He says, fine. We already have clerics of Irois and Heliod present during this, as well as Karanos during this, but if you think you could be useful, I think we could have another set of hands.
Mic check, bro.
You're a little quiet, Lane.
Mic check, motherfuckers. 1 second.
You're good now. If you have the mic close to you like that, it's good.
You gotta eat the mic, bro.
I gotta eat the mic. Okay, I got you. The blessing of the river god is one most useful in my eyes. We see all through life and death. Prosperous.
Yeah, whatever. Just, sure.
Just kind of stops talking and kind of understandingly nods and bows. Max,
Okay.
Yeah, I just kind of like okay, so he wants me with him, and then I kind of I'm waiting to be dismissed or what to do.
He says, yeah, looks over to one of the guards. Bring her to Saimides' chamber. Or bring him to Saimides' chambers. Kind of pointing at Jalapeno and Thracian.
What was the name?
Queen Saimide.
How do you spell that?
So it's
Siamese with a D.
Cymede. The Saimide.
Okay.
And the king is King Ankos. So king,
Ankos.
Yeah, so Ankos.
King Ankos. Could my servant also...
Oh, I'm taking him with me already. I'm taking him with me.
No, figured we asked for permission, but okay.
No, like like Sinon, like he has my bags and so forth. So, and he's just a little scrawny kid anyway. He's like 12 years old. I don't think they're gonna think he's a killer.
No, you're talking about. Are you talking about the the boy or
No, I
me?
was talking about the kid. I was not talking about you.
Yeah, no, I was pretty
Okay.
sure I understood what Lane was talking about. Like we're taking the
I
kid.
was like, wait, what? I was like, I ain't no servant.
No,
Get your
it's
old
just
back,
directions
fool.
are outside. But yeah, I'm acting as though like it's like the 12-year-old is coming walking with me, but he's not. The 12-year-old doesn't have his sword or his shield or anything. Like it's just him.
He kind of. All right then. He kind of looks over to one of the guards, who's a little smaller than the others, but still powerful. You'll notice this guard is female. And he says, Taranika.
She says?
No,
Oh,
the,
no, you're talking about the king.
the king.
Okay. That's
Taranika, go with him. Yes, uncle. Goes with him.
Taranika,
Max, I see the fucking look on your face. No.
Taranika. Let's see. Beautiful name.
Don't you dare.
Oh, I fucking knew it.
She says, "The only thing will be the only thing beautiful here will be the blood that I slit from your throats if you get close to me. Keep walking."
What about him? I gotta point to a trace.
Please ignore him. I am so sorry. Jalapeno, shut up.
I kind of
Starts
look back.
walking.
I look back at her. So you're saying that the last thing I would see before I die is your smiling face?
Yeah, and as you look upon her, for any of you that have seen Assassin's Creed Odyssey, she looks a lot like Cassandra from like Demos.
Okay.
Definitely
Okay.
hitting on.
A very stern, powerful woman.
Are you hitting on her, or are you hitting on her for a Thracian?
It does not matter at this point.
He's playing
It's a win.
bad
It's a win-win.
wingman.
It's a win-win, dude. I don't know what you're
It's
talking about.
it's a win-win. Okay.
So yeah, he says that. So you're saying the last thing I see before I die is you smiling?
Kind
I kind of wink at her.
of make a persuasion check.
It's,
He can't roll sub 10.
Seduction check.
yeah, 20. She finds it funny at least.
You see like a little smile in the corner of her cheek, kind of gives you a little shove and pushes you forward. Keep walking.
You see, Thracian, the women in Akros do smile sometimes.
The only time I think she will smile is when she, as she said, cuts your throats if you don't shut up.
Yes, but imagine the legend that would become to have been one of the only men to make a Cronian woman smile so grand.
Yes. We'll put it on your funeral pyre.
Hey, Thracian, do you realize the last woman we spoke to before our friend here was those 2 harpies that we killed?
No, technically.
Do harpies count?
I kind of look at the guard. Do harpies count as women?
They don't answer.
I can just.
I was about to call her Cassandra.
I can just imagine the look on the guard's face under their armor, just like hearing this conversation back and forth. Like, what the fuck is these guys getting into? Like,
Then what I'll do is we're going and down the hallway, I'm gonna kind of walk sideways on the hallway and then on the ceiling to where like my head is right by her head, you know what I mean? But upside down as we're walking forward.
As he's being an utter show off, I'm gonna make Mud walk ahead of me. When we are in here, stay silent, stand there, do nothing. One wrong move and they will cut our throats. You're about to speak to your first queen, boy.
And as we're kind of walking, I look over at Cassandra and go, do you realize, me walking this way, your frown looks like a smile all day like this.
It says nothing.
made it little thick.
She's like those British guards. We have to make her have a reaction. I guess
They are allowed to smack the hell out of you, just saying.
Hey DM, I'm just letting you know this is all happening because you're taking a long time for us to get to the door.
I know. I'm allowing y'all to do this. So, eventually y'all approach a large wooden door, a double door entrance. Standing in front of it is 10 or so of these Oromai soldiers standing guard in front of it. And as they see you flanked with some of the guards and Taranika, you see a couple of them open the door. You hear the
Would you like us to leave our weapons with you?
You can if you want. It makes no difference.
No, I know it does not, but as a peaceable offering, I figured it would be nice. And I'll at least remove my sword and hand it to him.
Takes her sword. Whatever. I don't get paid enough for this.
Am I the
None
only
of
one
us
here?
do.
Okay.
You talking about fireworks? I'm hearing fireworks.
Yeah, I do hear fireworks too. Just
Yeah.
so the audience knows, so like, there's people popping fireworks still outside.
Yeah. So, with that, you guys enter this room. This room immediately opens into a grand view of the city. You can see it's almost like a large open space. These large pillars kind of holding up the walls. There's no windows. Just immediately opens up into the outside. These long white curtains, white and red curtains that kind of blow in the wind. Off to one side is a large four-posted bed that has these long red and gold drapes kind of draped across it. In the corner, kind of sitting in front of a large mirror with a chair, kind of like a vanity. You see a woman in what looks like some kind of red dress. It seems to be kind of brushing through her hair. As you guys get a better look, you can see a large belly on her front. And she kind of turns towards y'all. This kind of darkish tan skin, with like gold bands across her head and arms and wrist. She's visitors.
Can I bow and go to my knee the same way that the other soldier did to the king?
I'll do the same, and I'll kind of nudge Mud to do the same as well.
I thank you for the pleasantries, but there's no need here. Please stand. What does the king ask you to come do now?
I'm gonna go directly to select whatever I find some grapes and something. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go over there and start eating some grapes. I'm gonna let a Thracian.
There's definitely like a bowl of grapes and
Fuck, are you
fruits off in
letting
the
me
corner.
talk?
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you letting me
Oh,
talk?
that's true. I have to introduce, right? So I kind of
That's a horrible idea.
I stop when I'm getting to the grapes and I go, my esteemed Your Highness, Queen, I bring to you the guided Tartix to bless your birth, the chosen of Theros, and also because...
So another one. Another cleric coming to bless upon another god.
We come as well to seek your assistance for... We seem to be besieged on a quest by the gods. Kind of, again, show her the funeral mask.
Kind of looks up
So
at
we
y'all.
we have found a very evil cult of Phoenix who wish to bring the god to our plane of existence. We have been besieged by them, by them, for many weeks now on our journey here, to warn you and your king. And I kind of motion at the boy, and we have saved this young child very near your home, who we believe is touched by the gods, but we need your assistance to know what we are to do with him.
Says, there's not much I can do right now. I have to wait for a storm for me to read the skies. The thunder that shows across it. But they're not too, storms aren't too spaced out here in Akros. They're much more frequent than you would typically imagine. So hopefully a storm will bless us soon upon days, and then I might be able to help you.
I'll let her know where we're staying. I guess the villa. We shall be here through the Ironian Games. If ever our need should arise that you require, please notify us. No matter what it is, no matter what time. I'm
Well-
kind of. He seems very concerned with like her birth, in the sense of like he likes kids a lot, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
And she says, "You're an interesting one, Satyr. I'm sorry, what was your name again?"
I am Jalapeno Milacos, though Satyr is not quite a fair description, for I know what I look like, but I have no idea what satyrs actually do.
I mean, who really knows who they are? That is a quest we must all find for ourselves. But you are quite an entertaining one, aren't you? A ton
I
of
kinda do
tales.
this little
Mhm.
I do this
That
little
is
kind
the
of
word we are using now. Then yes,
this little
he
hop.
is.
I kind of sit in the chair and I take out the lyre and I start strumming, playing a song, and I kind of start telling like the first weeks of our journey. You know, when we found the mask, without like detailed, but the finding the mask of Varius, going to the court of Orestes, stuff like that. And I give like a little 5-10 minute song.
And she seems as soon as you pull out the lute and start playing music, her tone changes dramatically. She seems much happier. It's like, oh, I haven't heard music like that since I was a little girl.
I hope it was better because I formed a 13.
The DC wasn't very high. Jeez.
And then I kind of I look at the queen and I kind of motion towards Cassandra and says, "Would you believe I made her?
Taranika.
Would you believe I made her smile?"
If you made her smile, then you're more gifted with your words than you let on.
I look back at Thracian. Like, are you going to bless her belly?
Well, I was letting you finish your wonderful song.
I'm gonna kind of hop over and like hop onto sit on the table next to the grapes and put like my hooves up on a chair while I have the lyre on my lap and I'm gonna be eating grapes. Because I'm never done talking. You know this. If you wait for me to finish talking, then you will never bless the queen. I start eating some more grapes.
And as soon as Falapeno
So am
leaves
I.
and Thracian begins to approach, she seems to get much more uncomfortable. She's like, okay.
I will play music while the blessing is going on, and I'll play. My queen. Where are you from when you say you have not heard music since you were a child?
From here, from Akros.
I will play the most, I guess, famous song from Akros, or like an Akros composer that I know. It's probably old because I kind of don't like Akros, but there's got to be at least two. And I'll play one of those songs while a Thracian does his belly dance.
Sure, make a performance check. Well, Thracian, make a religion check.
Yep. Before I start blessing, I look to Mud and I point over to Jalapeno. Wait with him.
22.
Okay, she seems to relax a little bit more.
I'm going to make my religion check. I mean, do the advantage, but I guess it's technically pertaining to my god.
I'll
Is
allow
technically,
it.
as I'm playing, could that inspire him?
Sure.
All right, I'll knock it down.
19.
So, Thracian, explain how you do your ritual.
I don't fucking know how you bless a child.
He does the little chicken dance from weddings.
That has to be canon now. That has to be canon.
No, it's not.
I'm fighting the urge to make it canon.
That's a Thracian's blessing dance.
Fuck, I don't know how to bless a child.
Well, the Greeks spit on him.
Not spitting on the queen, you. Why would I do that? Hold on, I need to go to Google.
While this is,
Google? What's that?
while this is going on,
Thracian is gonna take.
Ixis and Grexis, what are y'all doing? You guys are kind of standing outside the temple or the palace.
So do
playing
you
thumb
actually,
words.
Grexis, do you actually think they got in?
I guess so. I don't know. I just want to go and work out and prepare for these games. I'm going to drop down and do some push-ups right now. And I just drop down right on the floor right there, start doing some push-ups.
And while he's doing that, I'm gonna sit on the top of him. Just rest.
Grexis, make a strength check
Hold on.
with your new strength score.
Make it.
A strength check. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Strength check. That's ability check, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 9.
Wow.
Ixis is
I'm
heavier
gonna
than
get-
you thought. You're kind of struggling a little bit. Your
Actually-
arms kind of begin to shake.
Ixis, what have you been eating lately?
normal field rations. Okay, I'm gonna get up.
Too much pizza.
And so
What
we
is
cut.
this pizza you're talking about?
And with that, we cut back to a Thracian. I was thinking like the Batman like thing, like.
Yeah. Oh shit. I guess.
Incense, maybe a candle or two.